The navigation units will accept your spoken commands. Please state speed and course.
In the early 1970s, Gary Gygax and Dave Anson invented the first role-playing game. They called it Dungeons and Dragons, or D&D, a role-playing game, also called an RPG or FRP, is a game played in the imagination. Each player controls a single individual, or character, in a fictional world. The players get to decide what their characters do and say. Rules are used to determine what happens when the characters act. A game's master, or GM, acts as a referee and controls all the other people in the game world. The GM also lays the groundwork for the story which the game will tell. What's up?
And we are live.
Hello! Right, and as if by magic, a Gary appeared. I'd give a what has gone before for Wave Echo Cave. But what has gone before is largely the rescue mission to find Adric's cousins has turned into a body recovery mission. You've met every single ghoul in this hemisphere.
Yeah.
Shit.
I think what has gone before comes to, there's a cave. We're in it. Everything else in here is dead. Some of them haven't stopped moving.
Yeah. Quite a lot of it wants to kill you.
Some things are deader than others, I
Yeah.
think is
Yeah.
the way you can explain that.
The problem is that there's a
All
lot
dead
of
are
bodies.
created equal, but some are more equal than others.
There are a lot of remains of various different races. And some of them really seem quite annoyed about it.
Yeah. The skeletons that rose up and attacked us back near the entrance, didn't think to ask at the time. Were they dwarf skeletons, orc skeletons, mixture?
They were a mixture. They were dwarf and orc.
Okay.
It looked like the mass in the main entrance hall. Fallen in battle.
Are we live, by the way?
We are
We are
live.
indeed live.
Oh.
yes.
I could just say we're not, and then you could just sit there and piss about a bit. But
Pick my nose on camera and eat
Yep.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
you wouldn't be the first.
No, I actually saw somebody at work do that yesterday.
Yeah.
I know. It's like a grown man. It's like, Jesus Christ. What do you
Just
like?
realised I still haven't actually routed the music and sound effects through to you guys, so that should fix that.
Have you unmuted us?
Yes, you are unmuted. You're actually going. I remember to unmute everybody today. Apparently, going live an hour late is very good for me because it means I actually get things right.
I told you I had a pointy chin, by the way. Right, I'm
Pardon?
saying. Oh, it's alright.
She's obsessing about her
roll
chin
20.
now.
I'm not. My chin and my nose are pointy. They're weird. This is the problem with having to stare at yourself on camera.
I think I look gorgeous.
Oh, you look
We all
okay.
think you look gorgeous,
There's a
Gary.
limit. There's a limit to what you can do unless you start waxing the head.
Yeah.
Gavin looks fine because he's doing that whole "because I'm worth it" thing.
Yeah, despite the fact that my hair desperately needs washing, actually.
What, like he's just stepped out of a salon?
Well,
At least-
if he
at
had
least-
a man bun,
At least I have the good taste not to undo just one more button on the shirt there.
Oh no! But the
That
for
would
all
be
the
too much.
reasons, End the scene.
For the love of God.
Star bulge. Right.
Stop.
Sorry, we were
Hi,
watching
and
rough
welcome
tracks
to
last
Stream
night.
has gone to the dogs.
Yes.
Confused
Yeah.
you will be after this week's 5 Go To Phandelver.
Right. So you have just had a fight with a group of 7 ghouls who were lurking on the western escarpment of a
And we kicked
larger
their
cavern.
asses.
You did
What
kick
the-
off.
I-
However,
Can I just ask something? I
But we
thought
seem to have taken a lot of damage in the process.
only existed in like places like Africa where Tarzan hang out. he always, you know,
I'm
if you look
going
at any
by
of the
the
old Tarzan movies,
description.
there was always an escarpment.
no, escarpments happen
Oh.
in like Devon as well. Anywhere where something's high and it can crumble and people can fall
Yeah,
off.
but I'm pretty
Yeah,
certain
but- Oh, right,
escarpments
no.
do not happen in caves.
Yes, it's
Didn't
called
we-
a crevasse.
Hang on, I am just
No,
going
no, no,
to
no.
dictionary.com
Escarpment.
on my phone
Yeah.
and I will look up escarpment.
Fair enough.
It is a long, precipitous, cliff-like ridge of land, rock, or the like, commonly formed by faulting or fracturing of the Earth's crust. So that, to me, does not sound
And
like
there's
something
the
you find in a
science bit
cave.
for your kids.
Yep, you see, we try to be an educational stream where possible. Normally, we teach people how not to stream Dungeons and Dragons.
True that.
And I'll have you know, we're bloody good at that.
We are very good at that.
Bloody Wi-Fi.
We're amazingly good. In
Right,
fact, when
okay.
we're in the dictionary under ineptitude.
No, we're not. That's the disturbing thing. I have seen some streams on YouTube and such who make us look like the slickest thing this side of whoever.
Anyway, we can't be in the dictionary under ineptitude because Corentin thinks that ineptitude means that you are currently resident within a city by the name of Eptitude.
Which needs to happen.
Yeah. Aptitude, the city. We're in an aptitude.
Yes.
What is going on with my bloody hair? God. Okay.
Well, for starters, don't wash your hair with blood. I've told you about that before, but you don't listen.
Yeah. Yeah, we keep telling you, stop washing it in Ox's blood. It just coagulates, forms
Yeah.
knots.
Socks.
I mean, if you're going to do it, you
No,
have to
mine
use
is baby.
fresh children's blood. Yeah.
Yes.
Or the blood of a Frenchman. Oh, sorry, I'm getting very, very 100 Years War there.
What did you just do there, Kat? And did it show up on stream? Probably.
Hey ho.
Yeah. Apparently, the part of Grayson today will be played by Mary. I do
But
not
is it
have
Mary?
It's my cat.
an
Aw.
accessible character sheet.
It's my character sheet, and I'll lie here if I want to. Yeah.
That's the one.
If we have Mechiador in chat, that would be a definite kittens situation.
That's okay. I'm going to tweet him later on and say you missed the cat on our stream. That'll teach you not to watch us.
Okay. So, yes, you are on the. Did dictionary.com give you any info?
It gave me the
Yes, and
definition of an
this is-
escarpment. It didn't tell me what this is because I didn't look that up.
Okay, yes, you are on the western escarpment of a larger open area which extends into the darkness eastward. However, if you would care to glance, actually, I'm not sure. Can you see everybody's hit point bar?
I can see that they are all quite low.
Yes, apart from Quarantines, which is low-ish but pretty healthy.
Actually, yeah,
Yeah.
Corentin and Grayson aren't doing too badly, but Adric is definitely in strict.
Adric, yes, your cleric is in need.
Dwarf
Well-
needs healing badly.
There are those who could say that he's in a better position to do something about it than we are.
Yes.
How bad off is he?
Very.
Shit. Yeah. What
He's on
say we give him
15
one of those
apparently.
potions of healing?
Actually, what he's going to do is he has he's got hit dice, of course.
Yeah, but you've got to take a short rest to use hit dice.
Yes.
So, I mean, we could
Well-
take a
Well,
short
I-
rest at this point, but we've
Yeah.
not long taken
Oh,
one.
You know what we forgot to do? Loot the bodies.
They're ghouls, trust me, this is not an
Yeah.
issue.
Oh.
You get some jerky. Only Sproglet wants to eat it.
Sproglet
I
plumped
still
down.
reckon we ought to tap into the goblin market with field rations for goblinoids.
Field rations for
Everybody's
goblinoids.
gone quiet.
Stairs!
Sorry, I'm booting at Benny Hill.
Probably would be better if I actually paused the other music when running that, but
Yes. Sorry, I just had a complete moment there. You can see on the map
yeah.
that there
Stairs.
is flights of stairs.
Yeah.
The escarpments are 10
Where?
feet high
There?
and require a successful DC 12 strength athletics check to climb.
Or you could go
Or
down the
use
stairs.
the stairs.
There.
You know why they're 10 feet high? So I can do a d6 damage when anyone falls off.
Wizards of the Coast, #1 in the hobby gaming industry.
3.
I just love the idea. No, I will not. I will sneak and climb up this escarpment. Or I could use the stairs. I'll walk 10
Yeah.
feet. God almighty.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. I won't use the that. I'll just jump out of the building.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right, so
because it's up there.
Adric
Is this a problem that
is
you have a lot at work then? Are people trying to sort of jump up and climb to the top floor of the shop without taking the escalators?
I refuse to answer on the grounds that it may incriminate myself. I'm not allowed to say
Don't.
about customers.
If you're not careful, you'll find she'll come in one day and there'll be Brian Blessed in a film crew trying to climb up the side.
Probably in the nude.
No, I'm
Yeah.
I'm half expecting the parkour enthusiasts because they do practice outside on the flower beds.
Yeah.
Sounds really
No, they're just drunks.
no, they're
they're not
actually parkour. They're in club t-shirts and everything. They practice the jumping across from one side of the flower beds to the other, so they can land on the walls.
Have you
Yes,
consi-
because if they tried
have you
that on
considered
rooftops, the police
suggesting-
would be, "Oi, you,
Yeah.
get down!"
You considered suggesting that they just go 200 yards further down the road and they practice on the harbour instead?
Tempting.
Gives you a motivation to not miss the jump.
I can
Yeah,
sort of see it for
especially if
training.
you've seen what's in the harbour.
Right. Adric is suggesting that we rest for a while.
We rested a one room back. Are we going to take a 10-minute rest on every room? And yeah, that was out of character, hence the lack of the Grayson voice.
Yeah.
I think yes is the answer to that. Quite frankly,
Well, I
It's
tell you
entirely
what
up to
then,
you.
if you want to take a rest, how about I just have a quick scout down those stairs and see what's about. I won't go very far. I'll just have a quick look while you rest.
Okay, fair enough.
yeah, why not?
Right then. If I recall correctly, he should have 1 hit dice per level.
He should indeed.
He should. So
And a long rest will restore half of your hit dice. So you can stay in peak condition if you use no more than half of your hit dice per
Yeah.
day.
Oh yeah, that'll do. Adric. Abdi-blah. My brain's just gone away.
Was that Adric? He's saved every one of us.
Saved every one of us.
You need your DJ up.
Actually, there's a future. We ought to form a. I don't know if you guys have ever seen it, but there's a barbershop quartet called Afternoon Delight, and they specialise in late '90s numbers. You haven't heard barbershop until you've heard them do Shaggy's "It Wasn't Me."
I've got the Wurzels singing Shaggy's "It Wasn't Me."
No, who is it who
this
did
is
the really good parody?
They do Sexy Back and everything. It's awesome. They're hilarious.
Dear.
Oh God. Me and
In
Barbershop
harmony.
are
That's the weird thing.
Barbershop's weird enough anyway. Okay.
So if you're suggesting we should form something like that, then you're missing one important part, the harmony bit.
Gavin can't sing.
Neither can I.
I can.
So there you go. We could
I sing.
we could disharmonise beautifully, I'm sure.
Actually, I do sing. I sing in the key of off.
Yeah, that's I think the same key I sing in.
Honestly.
Because I can't carry. I sing like an amputee in that I can't carry a note or hold a tune.
Grayson, what light source are you taking with you?
Well, I've got a torch, so I shall just have Talon in my right hand and a torch in my left hand, and I shall just go to the bottom of the stairs and have a quick peek around.
Well, go to the foot of my stairs.
Well, I'll go to the foot of our stairs.
Yeah, I'll go to the foot of our stairs. Say it properly.
I can't.
It wouldn't be in character if I said it like that. I'll go to the foot of our stairs.
Yeah.
Yes, I don't speak Northern, I'm afraid.
Hey, you, put wood until. Were you born in a barn?
Close the door. Yeah. You're born in a large farm barn.
Yes.
I was looking for
my Northern friends at school because they always use the term summit, and I always put a T on the end. Yeah.
Summit.
Summit.
Now, see, that's posh Northern with a T on the end.
Yes. Has a T on the end. That's how it's supposed to be pronounced. Right. So,
It's been years since I played a character with a Northern accent.
Okay. You walk down the stairs, carved into the steep escarpment.
Do I need to make an athletics check or take a d6 damage, apparently?
What, for walking down a flight of stairs?
Well, I'm sure it said athletics checks to climb these this escarpment. And there's a flight of stairs there, so they must have meant the stairs, mustn't they?
Look at the face.
Talk to the face because the hand ain't listening?
There's a beatific smile on there, isn't there?
Yeah, so bottom of the stairs then.
Yes, there's a good thought.
Oh, look, it's a ghoul.
I'd be shocked. I've got so many of them stashed in the fog of war. I'm just assuming I'm going to need them later. I'm just going every time they die, I'll stick them in the cupboard.
She's got the equivalent of an infantry division of ghouls hidden in the fog of war.
Yeah.
Have you been looking at my GM screen?
No, I'm just thinking this is like something that's obviously the son of an Ed Stark module.
Ah, okay.
In case anybody watches this on VOD and hasn't seen us play before, I'd like you to just take a look at the number above my video to see what a stupid idea it is for me to be coming down these stairs on my own. That's the number of natural 20s I've rolled. -7.
Yep.
Cheers,
And
Night
thank
Bites,
you,
for
Night Bites, for
hosting.
the host.
Thanks, Nightbites. You get liking everybody else see us. Right.
We thought we'd just fade into anonymity.
Okay. You can dimly see at the edge of your torchlight, damn you, dynamic lighting, a large table.
Table?
Yes. The skeletal remains of
That
dozens
sort
of
of
dead
here?
warriors. Yes.
Oh, God.
You can just see the corner there. If you advance any further, you'll be able to see it more clearly,
I know,
obviously.
you
but you've
said
only
the
got a
words
20
skeletal
feet.
remains. I'm not advancing anywhere just yet.
The skeletal remains of dozens of dead warriors, dwarves, gnomes, orcs, and ogres attest to the fierceness of the fighting that took place here long ago.
Okay, there's potentially a large skeleton that can attack me in this room. I'm distinctly worried.
Yeah? Just an ogre?
Just an ogre. Only an ogre.
Actually, no, it's not an ogre. It's ogres.
Yeah, okay, so it could be multiple large skeletons.
But it's okay. I'm sure they're just about here. Maybe just about here.
Do you know what? If this was the film Aliens, your little tracking device would be going.
No, the battery
Yeah.
would have died.
Yeah.
Burnt out.
I think in Alien Isolation, they give you the tracking device purely to freak you out more.
Yes.
It's not actually a useful tool. It's just to get you more worried.
I've just approved someone for Hobby Gamers in Planet, by the way, just in case anyone's interested.
Oh, okay.
He asked to join. He's just joined the Planet Gamers as well.
Ah, right.
He's looking for someone to play Bushido with. He's out of luck, unfortunately, as far as we're concerned. Because I don't think anyone's got it. Right. So, a short rest occurs and nothing attempts to eat your face.
This in itself is a miraculous
think-
event.
During
However,
said short rest, I think what I would like to do is just scout down to this corner, just sticking
Okay.
along the bottom of the escarpment, and again then up to this corner. I'm not going deeper into the room, but I will just move along the escarpment in case there's any other
Okay.
feature that becomes important. Really, I just want to clear this bit of fog of war here and this bit of fog of war
Right.
down here.
So
Yeah.
that will cover pretty much that.
I'm apparently now playing D&D the same way I play real-time strategy games. Send one little bod wandering around to clear the fog
Yeah.
of war, and if they die, never mind.
Yes.
That's called the
Don't
"won't
do
go
it.
down there" then method.
Don't
Don't
go
go
in
near the
there.
castle.
There's two of them.
Right, it reveals a little. Actually, it's going to reveal slightly more of that. Hang on, as you move down.
So we got
Right.
corridor to the north,
Yep, and a second table. You think, just south of the first.
possibly a second table south of the first. So apparently a big fight took place in the commissary.
Yep.
Are you sure it's not like the local version of McDonald's?
Could be. It could be.
No, they serve food by the looks of it. Sue me. So, yes, you have a corridor leading north.
Right, well, I shall come back up the stairs and I shall inform Lord Carrington of this fact. It's a large
See how
area
many
down.
hit points you're on.
Yeah, loads.
Oh my God. Going to die.
Not for very much longer.
Yes. Okay, carry
There's a
on.
large room down there which looks to be some sort of large hall. It's got some tables in it, a heck of a lot of skeletons, which so far none of them's got up and attacked me, but that doesn't mean they won't. And there is another corridor leading out to the north. It's about all I could see without going deeper into the room, and I didn't want to do that on account of all the skeletons that, as I previously mentioned, we have not yet ascertained as to the vitality and animation of these particular skeletal remains.
All the time he's saying that, Corrigan will look thoughtful and nod, and when he finishes, he'll go, "Eh?
Room full of dead people.
All right, gotcha.
Can I have
So-
his
Are
version?
they dead or not quite dead?"
I didn't want to find out.
Good man. I wouldn't.
They're very bony, but then so were the guys that attacked us down by the entrance. So don't necessarily mean that, does it?
No, indeed. You
I'm
know,
glad
this,
you agree with the veracity of my statement.
Pardon? Small words.
You're telling the truth, honestly.
Right, I'm taking
Who's that,
inspiration,
Adric?
whether
No,
you say I
that's
can have it or not. I've confused
But
content.
dare I
I
take
think that
correction
deserves inspiration.
for someone under 4'2".
Yeah, that does.
Right. Okay, then, chaps. What's the plan? Do we go on? I'm up for going on further if you guys are.
Well, we
I
still
think-
have to find my cousin, so
I think
Yeah,
before
we're
we
still
go
a couple of.
out
says
through
trying
that
to remember what
corridor
it's
to the
called.
north, we should definitely check out this room because it looks to be a major location. It may have information vital to our further delving of this particular subterranean edifice.
Oh, I see. Yes, it may have information regarding where we are. Yes, come on, let's go.
Okay.
I got that one.
Please.
Quarantine at the front, or just behind Grayson, or whoever is doing the scouting.
So Grayson then.
Yeah,
Yeah, I suppose Grayson back at the front.
because it's not going to be Bree, because let's face it, she is.
Sproglet, we will put in the middle where someone can keep an eye on him.
Oh. What's your problem with Spoglet?
It's not where we don't trust you, old chap.
Yes, it is. Yes,
Yes,
really
actually, yes,
It's
yes.
absolutely
yeah,
that we don't trust you.
we don't trust him. Yeah.
It's not
Good
that we
point.
think you're going to
Eat us
betray
in
us or anything like that. It's just that we think you're going to do something stupid.
Ah,
Because you spent too much time hanging around with that elf, you see, and we need until we've knocked that experience out of you and that bad influence has been removed. We're going to have to keep a close eye on you.
Yes, indeed.
hey.
And should you be watching
Because
the
of-
VOD of this, hello, Mark. Yes, that was absolutely deserved.
I still haven't decided if he's dead yet.
Zen is dead, Zen is dead, Zen is dead. Build an abbey on his head.
Tell you what
Sorry.
would be fun if Mark does come back for like the last session or something. I might just pass it over and say, right, you're now a doppelganger. Here you go.
Doppel
Best way
has
to
well
play
and truly
doppelgangers
been
is
ganged.
just to get the player in, yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Right.
Yeah, but knowing him, have you ever seen a doppelganger have a tantrum?
Well, if one's playing Zen, it's going to have to.
Yeah.
One failed to play Zen because it was in a hurry.
Okay, so we will
Hadn't
conga
done
line
its
between
research.
the two tables then and see what we can see.
Okay.
Yeah.
There is the scattering of tableware, covered in thick layers of dust and cobwebs.
Yeah.
Nothing valuable looking, it just looks functional.
Yeah, huh. Typical dwarf.
Some large clay vessels, which possibly at some point may have held, communal stew, that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, rolled
Pottage.
over and one
It'll have
smashed
had
on the
pottage.
floor.
It's always pottage.
Do you know what pottage actually is?
I actually do.
Porridge.
Look it up.
Yes. I had
It's
to
like
look
a
it up.
porridge.
I read A Traveller in Time and I had to work out what the hell it was because it was referring to an Elizabethan dish.
Pottage
Yes,
is
that's
basically
what
a
the-
stodgy sort of stew type thing, which is bits of it are usually weeks old because you never start a new one. Once you've got one going, you just keep adding ingredients so
Yeah.
that it's constantly
It's-
on the simmering on the fire, and you just keep adding more to it as it begins to
Yeah.
go down. So it's
Mostly-
a weird mix.
Yeah. Quite often oat-based
Yeah,
and with
that's what makes
bits
it
of
so
bacon.
stodgy. It's got an
Yeah.
awful lot of
Yeah.
things like oats in it, so that the liquid
Yeah.
tends to get soaked up.
Bits of bacon when available. What vegetables they could dig
depending
up.
on the wealth of the person who's eating it, because it was actually eaten at all levels of
Yeah.
Society.
society. Although obviously the rich people, they would have like pottage there, but for special
With
occasions,
swans.
they'd be eating real food.
Yeah.
But depending on the better off you were, the more likely there was to be a lump of meat in it at any given time, but primarily vegetable based. So, nothing has got up and tried to eat us yet.
Not
Well,
yet.
I call that a win-win at this point.
Right.
yeah.
You can
So-
see. Are you advancing any further?
This over here. Look,
I
what is
think we
this at
should.
the edge of my torchlight? How well? I mean,
That's
it's at the
another
edge of my
flight of
torchlight.
stairs
So-
that mirrors the ones you came down. Again, another 10-foot
is that another
escarpment.
escarpment?
Shut up. It's a 10-foot high cliff
It's a ridge.
Yeah.
I say, Grayson, shall we scarper up the escarpment?
Or you could use the stairs.
That's what I was planning on
There is,
doing.
of course, there's a corridor. Oops. Ah, no, stop it.
I think what we should probably do is we should
There's a
check
corridor
what's
there.
at the top of the stairs before deciding where to go. This looks suspiciously like
last
there
time.
might be another way out down in this corner. The shape here, to me, kind of says turning into a corridor.
Yeah.
So I think
That is understandable.
what we should probably do, how's about if I head down south there and check whether there's an exit in that corner, while the rest of you check out what's at the top of the stairs, and then we'll make
Okay.
a decision as to where we're going next. Does that sound
So,
fair?
Yes,
Like-
I think that's. Yes, I think that's perfectly good. Bree, do you take a look at the top of the stairs? There's a good person.
Oh, thanks. Well, at least the stairs, I don't have to climb them.
Well, no, if you had to climb, we
Yeah.
wouldn't be sending you.
But he's clearly been possessed.
What? Because she's answering back.
Yeah, she's actually talking.
What have you done with the real Bree?
Generous and give that.
I need to move my
Okay.
POV along a bit since that's what
There's
the
a
screen is
smaller
seeing.
table on the eastern escarpment with a couple of actual chairs as opposed to the long benches
Mm-hmm.
that laid across the tables downstairs. Nothing, not flash. We're not talking throne or anything.
Out of character, because I'm not looking up there at the moment,
Uh-huh.
I would say high table.
Yeah, that's
As you
just
say,
what I was
not
going to
particularly flash necessarily, but if the
Yeah.
if the commoner garden dwarves are eating down here, chances are that up there, if it'll ping again, that'll be the bloke in charge, I'd
say. Yeah,
imagine.
the high table.
Wave Echo Cave was, of course, a functioning mine. Dwarves,
Yeah.
gnomes, the whole bit.
Yeah.
So it
So
could
somebody
well
had
be
to
the
be in
mine
charge.
managers. Yeah.
Yeah. Whoever was in charge, whether it be a corporate arrangement,
overseer.
a democratic arrangement, or a feudal arrangement, whoever was in charge probably had that high table.
And greetings to the people who've just popped up in chat. So, yay, people are actually watching. Please stay for more than 30 seconds. We're not incompetent, really.
Yeah, we are.
And you also...
No, we're in Kent.
Yeah, shut up. Bree yells down. There's also there's a corridor leading north.
And there's a corridor over here
Right.
leading south in Arl.
Great.
I think it's
I'd
the one
say
that
we
Sproglet
got
tried to
three.
go up. So he said there was a smell along it. I think he may
Well,
have
let's
smelled
avoid that one, then.
the ghouls that we already fought over on that other little raised cliff bit.
Yeah.
Bad smell. Bad smell. It smelled like them. Bad smell.
Yeah. Sproglet, come here for a moment.
Yes, master?
Does he come down to where I am?
Oh, yeah, sorry, yeah. Apology. He does when I'm on the select move rather than on the reveal tab.
Can you
Master?
still smell the smell down this corridor, or was it those bastards we already killed?
How do you know they bastards? Nice master, not necessarily using nice words.
No, not necessarily using nice words. Now answer the bloody question.
Bad smell smelt like dead people.
Right, so I think this corridor just leads down to where we've already been. You go back
Well, that
to
would-
Nice Axe Master. I'm quickly going to check out the corridor. If I'm not back in 2 minutes, send somebody to come find me. Yeah, I'm literally just going to
Okey-dokey.
jog down this corridor, torch in hand, and hope that I get to the bottom there intact without anything eating me.
Right, hang on.
Without being et.
There you go.
And there's a side corridor along the way, so I'm glad I did that because now we know that side corridor's there.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go along it. I'm not going to explore. I'm just going to go down and
However-
check that that's the situation.
I
Hang
will.
on, there's a
You
however.
come back and walk. Yes, you have walked past it. Therefore, I'm going to give
So I
you
see about
the
yeah,
lights going
that's-
into there.
Okay.
It's actually a side room.
So I shall come back and
Actually,
report
well.
that to Lord Corrington. Yep, that corridor does go where we thought it did, my lord. And there's another chamber off the side of it. Don't know whether it's got any more exits, because I didn't look.
No, I wouldn't either, given the amount of dead people wandering around.
I think we're more likely to want to be going north. So one of these 2 exits leading north out of this chamber would seem to be the way to go. Any guesses,
Good
Adric?
point.
You're more familiar with underground architecture than what we is.
Well, up would seem to be the best way to go. If they're going to be
Wow.
Now, you see, I'm glad we've got
performing
you here,
any
because
kind
my
of-
first instinct would have been down in a mine.
Well, think about it. It's logical. If you're
I
going
am
to be
thinking
doing,
about it. I've never dug up in my life.
if you're going to be forging, which is what we're looking for,
I
then
suppose
you want
you
air.
want that in the higher parts, don't you? Yeah, because you need...
I
ventilation
did
and
say
all
that last time.
Yeah.
We
Right,
need
over
to be
then.
looking for somewhere with suitable ventilation, also close to the surface in order to bring in the fuel for the forge. Because it's
So
not
we're-
going to be just coal. You're going to need other things to start the fire off. So you're going to need wood.
Up the stairs and check that corridor there then, shall we?
Yep, let's do it. After you, Bree. Earn your keep.
thanks.
Oh,
I'll
we
let
sending
Grayson
Bree
go
first. Right,
thanks.
oh then.
No, I'm letting Grayson go first. He's done such a sterling job so far.
Is that supposed to be sarcastic?
Hope so.
Just as long as I knows.
What
Bree
have you
appears
done
to
with
have-
the real Bree?
Yeah, Bree appears to have a bit of a strop on.
Yeah.
I say, Bree, what's peed in your trail rations?
That's actually not enough. Well, that's too much. Okay, let's cut that. I want dynamic lighting, damn your eyes.
Then pay you for dynamic lighting.
I know. Unfortunately, I'm unwilling to do so.
If
Okay.
you use the phrase "damn your eyes," it has to be followed by a "sir." I've watched Sharp's rifles. I know.
Right, so,
One of the few shows in which Sean Bean didn't die.
Yeah. Very unusual.
number of times he came so close.
Yeah, but that's because Sharp did it in the books. He was always getting battered.
Yeah.
Right, let's see if the description... Oh my God.
Let's try the description, yeah. It's always a laugh.
This is rapidly becoming one of our favourite things with this adventure. Is let's just see how bad the description is.
Right, let's go with priorities, okay?
Yeah.
Oh,
A bl- a
we
blast-
skipped the priorities again, have we?
Yes. I'm going to reveal all of this room because I think it deserves it. And I'm fairly sure that you can see.
It appears to have a giant ink pad and stamp in it.
That's a smelter.
Ah, is it? And not an ink pad and stamp.
I think we've just found the forge, or at least what's going up to it. This is where they'd prepare the metal, isn't it, Adric? They'd, melt the
Okay.
metal or whatever.
Let me get the description.
Right.
A blast furnace and a mechanical bellows powered by a water wheel dominate this large chamber. The furnace is cold and dark, but heaps of coal are piled nearby, along with carts full of unrefined ore. The water wheel sits in a 10-foot wide channel cut into the floor of the room, but the channel is dry. Passages exit to the west, south, and east. The empty channel exits north and east. More than a dozen withered corpses are scattered around the room. These slain dwarves and orcs are still wearing the remnants of their armour. And this is the priorities bit. Floating above them is a skull engulfed in green flame.
And that's not the first
Oh,
thing
fuck.
we notice.
And that's not the first
The
thing.
Bernie
that they-
glowy skull is not the first thing we notice, apparently. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, look at that. That's a furnace. That's interesting, isn't it? Look at all those dead... Oh, look.
Yeah.
Oh, I do like
Notice
that.
that at all.
bit
There's a
in.
glowing Bernie skull there, and I completely skipped my attention.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what that is, don't you? It's like, oh look, they've got one of those novelty light fittings.
Right, so that's what you see from the position that you're in. Okay?
Oh, dear.
Ah.
Um,
Hello, Mr.
some
Glowy
sort
Skull.
of unpleasant undead that may possibly be ethereal or at least non-corporeal in nature that we might have a bother dealing with without suitably enchanted thaumaturgic weaponry.
In other words, Adric!
But I am just guessing.
Right. Okay.
If in doubt, bring out the dwarf cleric.
If in doubt, bring out the man with the +1 longsword.
Yep.
I can hit.
Yeah, I can't though because I
undead,
don't
I'm
believe
sure
in
I
magic
can.
weapons.
Right. You could have put
You'll
them
be
on the
fine.
same
What are the
bloody
odds on this
page.
thing doing more than 21 points of damage in a single round? It'll be fine.
Yeah. Personally, I would imagine that it probably does 21 points of damage just waking up.
Oh, dear me. Oh, you're sweet.
And when the GM does things like that, you know that either
I'm
she's
just
been
not
on
sure.
the
I'm just not sure how we go from ghouls to this. The difficulty ramping seems to have just gone. Oh shit, we've got to finish soon. Right.
Did I use my second wind in that fight with the ghouls back on the
Yes.
escarpment?
I did. I don't know if you did.
You did,
I have
because
a
you nearly
feeling
went
I
down.
did, yeah.
Right. There is a well, let's be honest here. There is a flame skull hanging in the air, neatly
Yeah.
illuminating quite a lot of the room,
Well, at least
and
we
there
can
are
see.
withered but not skeletal corpses on the ground.
Yeah, I'm a little
Oh,
bit
that'll be
worried
zombies then.
it might have friends.
What's she doing?
And
It's
I
just
didn't take
hovering at the
Hordebreaker,
moment.
I took Colossus Slayer, so right now I'm regretting
Well,
that.
I can tell you one thing, Grayson. I won't be having any lights like that in the castle.
It can't do 21 points of damage in one go.
Hooray!
It can do 18.
Ah, no problems then. I can live at least one round, I'm fine.
And cast
Guaranteed at
spells.
least one round.
Yeah.
Remind me why we let our team come in here without a magic user.
We're stupid.
Because your magic
Yeah.
user was an idiot? Oh, sorry, the magic user's player was stroppy?
Okay, I don't think Ensnaring Strike is going to work against this undead.
No.
I'm just guessing.
I like that
there
nobody
anything
taken
Adric?
one step further into the room yet.
Oh,
It's
no,
kind
no,
of-
we haven't gone any further yet. Hang on, I just want to grab my player's handbook.
Okay.
That's not going to save you.
Yeah. How many
You're
spells
going
is
to
it?
beat it over the head with it.
Oh my god.
See, I can wave it, and I can say, I invoke the mighty power of Mike Mills and Jeremy Crawford to turn thee, begone, undead. See if that works.
That was dangerously close to Begorra undead, you know.
Begorra.
Undead.
Yeah.
Yeah, Begorra, undead.
I shouldn't be looking at the spells cackling to myself, should
No.
I? Tough shit.
Pardon?
Oh, jeez.
Yeah,
It could- would have
Ensnaring
killed you to
Strike
put
only
them-
hits a single target, so I can't really even use it against the zombies. Assuming they are zombies, I mean, they might not be.
Assuming they're zombies, they haven't done anything yet. They're currently lying on the ground.
Sneaky blighters.
Much though I have been avoiding doing this since we came into this cave, I'm stringing my bow.
Ah. You've got something that's flying and
Oh, God.
therefore
Since
ranged
the-
weapon.
No, because this isn't going to hurt it because it's non-magical, but I'm sure that thing isn't going to take damage from non-magical weapons. But what I want to do is put an arrow into one of the zombies and see if it gets up. Or one of the corpses and see if it gets up. I want to find out in
Right.
advance whether these are animated, and I reckon putting an arrow in them is the best way to find out.
Right, I need to check how damage resistance works.
I believe it's something like half damage, isn't it? This edition?
Yeah. I know it's fairly simple. Right, okay. So if you can look that up, that would be appreciated, because I'm already on 4 different pages of the book.
Page 197 of the Player's Handbook. Damage, resistance, and vulnerability. If an object or creature has resistance to a damage of that type is halved against it. If it has vulnerability, then that damage is doubled.
Okie dokie. Let's go with this. Excuse me while I do that. Shit.
In other words, we is buggered.
No, you're not. Screw, there's a difference.
Thank you so
Am
much.
I rolling to hit against the... Not necessarily the closest. I'll aim for an undead in the middle of the pack, I think.
Hang on a sec. I just need to check something before I...
Oh no.
He's going for the undead.
We're suffering a major morale penalty. These undead are doing the locomotion.
It's a brand new thing now, so I hear. Of course, I prefer the dance craze that's sweeping around that Corentin invented called the decapitation. Thing to the left, and the head comes right off.
Ow. Okay.
It's just a jump to the left, and then a swing to the right.
And their entrails are inside. It's the upward thrust. No,
Ow.
it really drives you insane.
I'm not dealing with upward thrusts, I'm sorry.
Let's kill some mother again. Doodle-doodle.
God.
So, these guys presumably are currently all lying on the ground.
They are.
Right, so this, I think, will be my chosen target.
Hang on one sec. Let me just get back to the
I
same
thought you were going to
page.
go, this is my perfect moment.
The one in the middle next to the smelter, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, God. Or you could hit upload, Linda.
I reckon that's, what, about 40 feet away? Maybe 45?
Yeah.
Well within range, anyway.
Yes.
And thanks to the glowing skull, I can see it, okay.
You can indeedy poos. I'm just uploading the flaming skull now.
While you're uploading that, I'm just going to go and pour myself a cup of tea. I'll be back in about 30 seconds.
Okay.
I'll name that song tune in 5. That's the Blake 7 theme tune.
It is, yes. Okay. I do that, and let's go. I love the interwebs. Right, let's give you a better
Also bought
idea.
a can of cola in case the wonderful Wizards of the Coast writing forces me to desire a drink.
Okay. I have inserted the flaming skull.
So you have. It must have been painful.
Which
Should have
actually
made
is
your
the
eyes
correct
water at the
illustration.
least.
Yeah, it's the correct illustration. Worryingly, that is what you can see.
Right.
The whole room is bathed in a lambent green glow.
So,
Lambent Green, it's people.
I'm going to try real dice. See how badly I can
Okay.
start with real dice today. So, there's...
Okay, so are we into combat time? Or are we just waiting to see if he's going to shoot
Not
that thing?
yet, because... Is that a 20? That's a 20.
Yep.
Well done, Fish.
Aiming pointlessly
crits.
at what's probably just a corpse, I have successfully rolled a critical. So, if Lazarus, that was a critical. Lazarus, that was a critical. Right, Lazarus isn't listening to me. I'll do it manually.
Fair enough.
Natural 20.
And that's to -6 then.
And that puts me to -6, yeah. It may not help in-game. It probably won't help in-game, but at least it's upping my critical counter.
Yep.
Yes.
Feel better.
And I did, by the way, 4 points of damage with that, because although I got the natural 20, I also got a 1 on the D8 inside it.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well done. Well done there, Fish.
I
Okay.
pinked it, but so lightly that it didn't even feel it.
Right. Okay.
Knock off another
So
round.
now, I believe, yes. Yes, I think now we are into round to combat. The zombie, for zombie it is, stirs.
Do I get
climbs
points
to its
for that?
feet. For what?
Right.
You're saying they'd be zombies.
If the zombie stirs and responds to my attack, then as a bonus action I will Hunter's Mark it.
Ah, okay then.
And as a move, I will shift out of the entrance of the corridor so that I'm in a position
Right.
to
As
basically...
you step,
I reckon I can get at least one more round of bowfire before I swap back to the sword.
okay. As you
My
step into
torch,
the
by the
room-
way, unfortunately, is going to be lying on the ground here in the entrance to the
Okay.
corridor because that I would have had to put it down to fire the bow.
Yeah. Okay. As you step into the room, all of the corpses on the floor that you can see start to
Right.
move. And rise.
If you're
but they
looking for
won't get an
tasty
attack in
brains,
this
you
round.
found the wrong party.
Yeah, they won't get an attack in this round because the other one was ahead of them that you shot. He will. The rest will
Yeah, I
come
mean,
in
the,
next round.
the shooting that guy took place out of
It did.
combat rounds, didn't
Yeah.
it? So,
So now I would like an initiative check, please.
initiatives.
What, from all of us?
I hope so. It's either that or you're running screaming, you know.
Unless
It's
you're just
entirely
going
your
to
choice.
stand back and cheerlead, which is more of a Bree thing to do. Oh, great. That makes up for the natural 20. Well, it doesn't completely
Did you
make
get
up
a
for the
natural 1?
20. It wasn't a 1, it was a 3. So I am at least still at -6.
Yeah.
Whoa, look at me. Speedy Gonzales.
12? Well done.
Well, it is for me, isn't it?
Okay. Given all the zombies I've got to deal with, would you two like to roll for Bree and Adric, please?
Yeah, I'll roll for Bree.
Okay, I'll roll for Adric.
Do-do.
6.
Adric gets 15.
Fair
I can
enough.
roll okay when I'm not rolling for me.
Okay. And Bree.
Gets a stunning 11.
Yeah. Right. So going first is Adric the Manslayer, who is not taking advice on what to do,
And what is he doing?
but who is instead attempting to channel divine light and see what he can do in the turning
Turn
circle.
undead.
Right. DC 13 saving throws. I'll get back to you in a couple of minutes. Starting with the one that's up and moving.
I can never remember what god does Adric actually follow.
Yes.
Yeah, it's okay. I've got the PDF of his character sheet. I can look it up.
Where is it? That's the turning icon. So that one is turned. And then... Jesus. Tell you what, I'm just going to keep rolling until they actually make it. Only one did.
If he turns them, do they do the usual let's run into a corner?
Turning doesn't work quite the way it used to.
But they do run into a corner, yeah.
They do.
They run away, and they run away and for either a minute or until they take damage.
Whichever comes first.
Whichever comes first, yeah.
Okie dokie.
Right, he is a cleric of Martha Morduin, dwarf god of wanderers, travellers, and outcasts. So that explains a lot.
Right, so
Explains why he's hanging around with this mob.
that one flees that way. The one that's awake, or the one that was actually up and could have attacked this round, flees that way.
Right.
Your hunter's mark is vanishing into the distance as you speak.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a point. I don't imagine it'll fail it, but of course that's an intelligent undead.
That's an undead. It
Yeah.
gets the save, yeah.
Tell me you're resistant to turning.
Has he turned the intelligent undead?
Yes!
As the day being saved by the Powerpuff Dwarf?
It's a DC 13 will save. There is nowhere in this write-up that says this thing, this neutral evil tiny undead, is immune to turning.
Uh-huh.
Has advantage on saving throws against spells and other magical effects. So I could roll with advantage. Which makes the 6 still the best of the 2 rolls, given the other one was a 1.
Awesome.
So, yeah. I'm not going to say the day is saved, because you still have some to deal with. But,
But it's certainly more saved than it was previously.
it's less unsaved.
Less unsaved is probably a good term, yeah.
Yes.
I like the sound of that. Well done,
Today
Adric.
is less unsaved, thanks to Adric,
Yeah.
the Powerpuff Dwarf.
Yes.
Why do you call him the Powerpuff Dwarf?
That's just every episode of the Powerpuff Girls ends or ended with the
So
day
the day
is
is
saved,
saved.
thanks to the Powerpuff Girls.
Blossom, Bubbles, and Buttercup.
Yep. Which of course is the origin of Drattercup's, or half of the origin of Drattercup's name.
Ah, got ya.
Well, it was the line and combat boots. They were coming up with an invisible friend, and they were all coming up with different elements. And one had to be, she had to be really good at sew and lovely and pretty and in a lovely dress. And Buttercup pipes up and combat boots. And yeah, favourite
I
character.
really should have included more Mojo Jojo in Grayson's makeup. I feel. I think
Jojo.
you've gone nicely with the long words.
The thing is, there's also that line from Red Dwarf in one of the early episodes where they find that hollow virus. And Rimmer standing there threatens them, and he goes, "You're not well, Rimmer. How do you know that? Is it because I'm stood in front of you in a gingham dress and army boots?"
Yes.
Right, it is
So,
Quarantine's
you want
go.
to fly on a magic carpet to see the king of the potato people and beg for your freedom. And you're not insane.
Yes. Come on,
So, yeah,
kids. It is
Quarantine.
Quarantine's go. I realise this is a shock to the system.
Right, Quarantine, how about you? Quarantine
You have-
will...
You have all these zombies who are stirring to their feet. and one who was turned and legged it down the corridor.
I'm a bit concerned
Okay.
about how that one actually got there, because is this not the channel where the water used to flow?
Yes.
So what did it do? Climb down and climb back up the other side?
Yes.
Okay.
It's not that deep.
Did it
I don't
take
think it's that deep.
D6 damage?
I don't think it's 10 feet deep. Mill runs tend not to be. Let me just check.
Well, just basic physics, Linda, says that it is at least 15 feet deep. Because look at the size of the water wheel, which has to be round.
Yes. Yeah, that to my look, it's not my fault they can't get the scale right, okay?
Yeah, I'm not blaming you for that. I'm just saying, look at that water wheel, that's got to be at least 15 feet deep for that water wheel to work.
In which case, fuck it, the guy's stuck in the channel.
Damn,
And, yes, will have taken a d6 damage.
Which means he's no longer running. He's taken damage.
That's a
Okay.
point.
Doesn't say
The
take
guys
damage from an
with their
attack.
hands on their heads are all returned markers, aren't they?
They are.
Okay.
Point, actually, yeah, hang on. He's no longer turned. You're right. It's not my blood. In which case, yes, he's dead. Which not
Note
my
to
bloody
self,
fault.
if I ever play a necromancer, I will make sure I learn an area of effect spell which delivers a single point of damage. Turn my undead, will you? Don't think so.
Yeah. Okay. Quarantine.
Right. Corentin hasn't got any missile weapons, so he'll try and engage the closest one that isn't turned.
Okie dokie. Are you moving your
That's
character today,
gonna be-
or are you painting?
This guy right the way up.
I
by
think
the,
I will move him up here and try and decapitate the easy target.
that
Right,
you can't reach
Oh.
him and attack because that's about 40 feet.
It is, yeah. Bear in mind,
Ah,
there's
So
two
you'll
right.
have to
squares.
dash if you want to reach. I would suggest
Yeah.
a better plan would be to move as far as you can, which is going to be what, about here,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then ready an attack if he comes towards you.
Yeah, I'll do that then,
Okay,
because that
ready,
seems the
action.
most sensible thing.
Whee! Whee!
So yeah, I reckon he should be about there, shouldn't he? Rough guesstimate.
Okay. Bree is currently
Actually, no.
Staying-
Thinking about it, of course, he wouldn't actually have been that far back, would he? So he can almost reach the guy. It's more like there, probably, for 30 feet. Because these are 10-foot squares, aren't they?
they are.
So that would be like 10, 20, 30 would put him just inside the... Sorry, I'm doing your job for you. I do apologise.
No, that's
Backseat
fine. That's
GMing.
fine. We yes, stop it. So Bree is shifting up only as far as the corner, and is staying to the left-hand side of the corridor to allow people to go past her. And
As
is
she does.
drawing a bead on the one opposite, just in front of Corentin.
Oh, what, Mr. I'm on the floor thing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it'll be fine. I'm sure she won't hit your leg.
Yeah.
Not unless I
Grayson
roll
the
it.
second.
That's a point. Yes, if you want to roll it for Bree, that's cool.
No,
but
that's
otherwise,
okay.
I'll
I'll
do
let
it.
somebody else roll it.
Shall I roll to see if I shoot myself with Bree?
You know, I feel that there may be a conflict of interest. I'll do it.
I was going to use the computer to do it.
I believe you.
Apparently, she just fired her short sword at it.
Yeah.
Shut up. It's the same attack. Fortunately, so it counts. She does. The technical term is arsehole damage with it.
Her name's Bin.
Arsehole
She's gotta be a
damage.
legend.
Yes. D6 plus 3.
How is D6 plus 3 arsehole?
9 points.
That is not arsehole.
Yeah.
That's a
Damn
fairly
good damage.
substantial hit.
Okay, that zombie has just been plugged through the sole of the foot. Judging by the angle it was at.
But zombies don't have a soul.
So what do we
You're
go and
sure,
play then
yeah,
once I
yeah.
kill a lot of you?
Do you know what, Linda? I was just going to say to myself, cheers, Gavin, you've just got us all killed.
Yeah.
Yes, the joke was so bad it physically hurt, so all of the undead that were turned aren't.
Yeah, they've all
They
taken
took
one hit
of temporary damage.
comedy damage. Yeah,
Okay.
1 point of comedy damage.
So, the flaming skull, on its turn...
Flee!
Is...
Flee, little skull, flee!
Yeah.
See, if it's a little one, does that mean there's going to be a big brother at any point? Because that's not a...
I'm worried about
Is
where
that-
the rest of the body is.
Hmm?
Worried about where the rest of the body is. I mean, if that's a flaming, floating skull, is there a decapitated flaming skeleton wandering around somewhere looking for it? That's
Yeah,
interesting.
kind of good
Suddenly
point
gone
there.
dark. Oh yes, of course, because the flaming skull left. Bollocks.
So now
I
we're
hate
limited
you,
to whatever
Adric.
comes...
What did I do?
You wasted my spell.
Yeah?
The wording on Hunter's Mark. If my target dies, I can use a bonus action to retarget to somebody else.
Ah.
It's not dead, it's run away.
That does kind of put the mockers on it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to double check this, but I'm pretty certain I'm right.
I apologise for doing this to you, but it's the source of light in that room, aside from Grayson's torch that he left on the floor.
Yeah, if the target drops to 0 hit points before this spell ends. So long as that target is still alive, I can't target my
Retarget.
Hunter's Mark.
And you can't see him to shoot it.
And I can't see him to shoot him. Bastard.
You hear
That's-
the noise of the, you hear the beat of the cloth rat feet, as they say, drifting through the smelting chamber. I'm being too generous sometimes. No, that'll do.
Why do you think you're being generous?
No, on the light source.
Ah,
But it's about 20 feet and then Nimbus. So you're okay. So, that's what that was doing. So, that's the guy in the trench who's already had his turn. We ignore him. So, Grayson.
Not a lot I can do, really. I'll rest my bow up against the wall and retrieve my torch.
Okay. So the torch now emanates from Grayson.
She's
Grayson.
Basically going to be my entire round.
You can sort of see at the edge of your torch the one that's coming for Corentin, that's been shot by Bree.
And?
I'm just mentioning it. So, initiatives then, please.
right. Okay, Corey. Let's see if we can do some good today. Oh! Into double figures. Again, 2 rounds in a row.
Well,
Yay.
that's me back on -7.
Oh no.
Oh, God. What is it with you, buddy?
Dice
He's
hate me.
hopeless. They do. They really, honest to God, do.
The dice, they hate you.
My fate, they're killing me.
My dice, they are bloody killing me.
Yeah. Oops.
So, who's going first? That
Hang
would
on.
be
Not
Adric.
me.
Hang on one sec. The Zoms have to do their initiative, which is happening en masse because there was a shitload of them.
When she says en masse, does that mean she throws a lot of dice and picks the best one?
No, it
Probably,
means that
yeah,
I've got
yeah.
a lot of dice and I'm just running down them in order.
Ah. Doopy doopy doo.
Really?
Oh, sorry, I'll stop humming then.
Sorry, not you. Whoa, 16, not 46.
Apparently my ability to play harmonica has deserted me today.
Right, somebody want to roll for Adric and Bree?
I'll roll for Bree again.
Okay.
Okay, where is the damn dwarf?
At the back,
Ah, yeah, all the way back
Yeah.
there at the moment still.
just behind Spogwood.
Bree got exactly 11.
Okay.
And we're all still going first.
$14 for Adric.
14 for Adric, which I accidentally rolled as Grayson.
Yeah, close enough. Right,
Oh, look at
So-
my initiative. It's 5.
so that turn zombie is going first. And is using its action to flee from Adric into that channel.
At which point it will unturn.
At which point it will indeed, as you say, unturn, but also be stuck in a 15-foot deep channel because the people from Wizards don't know how big water wheels are.
Yes.
They don't. It's not that they don't know how big water wheels are. Water wheels are about that sort of size. It's that apparently either the people from Wizards or Mike Schley, depending on whose fault it was, doesn't
Yeah.
know what shape a circle is.
What, do they imagine it sort of flattens on one edge as it goes round?
Apparently.
Right. It flees into the darkness. You hear a thud. Ugh, and then scraping.
Are you sure we don't hear a thud and then hear lots of
Right. Flaming skull.
I'm sorry, but he sounds like any minute we're going to have a medieval Captain America turn up.
Yeah.
What, reveal himself to be a Nazi?
Yeah.
I am
No, it'll be
Captain
Captain-
Waterdeep.
Captain Sword Coast.
Yeah.
Agent of the Lord's Alliance.
Yep, that's him.
Aren't you going to
With
throw
his
your shield?
adamantite
Why would I
shield.
throw my shield? Yeah, it'll be like, I'm not throwing my shield. That's an armor class bonus. I'm not giving it away.
That's a +3 adamantite shield of returning, though, so don't worry about it.
Yeah. Right. So that's the flaming skull moved. Recenter the map. Okay. Next is. Why did I put him in the channel? Hold on. He can come down and attempt to climb out of the channel. Right. So,
Did
Adric.
somebody just ping in the total darkness then?
Yeah, I was just moving a zombie.
Ah,
Who I decided it was silly having them all sort of stacked in one place, so I
You know how
dotted
it
them
is when
around the room.
you've been out drinking and you're desperate for a ping and you think, well, it's dark over here, no one will see me.
yeah, see, I'll ping over here.
You're awful and hopeless and getting attacked by large numbers of undead, including the hardest thing in the bloody dungeon so far, and it's running away! Not that I'm miffed or anything.
Dear Wizards. Ah!
Dear Wizards, priorities and descriptions, please.
Yeah.
Okay. So, then next is Adric. So, I am not controlling him. What do you guys wish him to do?
I think the obvious thing is for him to march forward and drive further back any that are still fleeing,
Okay.
Yeah,
as they have to run away
that
from
sounds
him,
good.
Right.
while putting himself in a position to back up his comrades in
Right.
arms against those that aren't fleeing by hitting things with an hammer.
Do you know what's going to happen, don't you? We're going to force them all into that trough, and then we'll be able to walk across them
Yay!
to get to the other side.
Why did the zombies
Zombie
walk in the
crowd
top of
surfing.
it? Flash versus Evil Dead time.
Yep.
Right, so yes, that will indeed influence the zombies when it's their turn to move. So, moving on to Bree.
Bree will
Short bow out.
move over here to sort of like see if she can get a better angle on that zombie in front of the zombies in the trough, if she can see them.
Not from there, but if she goes forward slightly more to about there, then she could start getting that angle on the zombies.
Yeah,
if she can see them, because it's dark.
Yeah, but she knows they're there, so she'll move forward a little bit. It's not... She can't see them, so she can't shoot, but she knows they're there.
You've left her next to a dark corridor. Just
Yes,
saying.
left her wide open to attack from whatever's in the next room.
What is in that area? Just out of curiosity, so I don't.
It
fall
doesn't
down.
matter because things don't move from room to room. This is just a well-established fact. We know this to be true. Dungeons and Dragons, you can make as much noise as you want. The people in the next room will never hear you.
Never hear you. I mean, it's not often you have the ogre from next door come round to tell you to keep the fighting down.
Will you keep it down in here?
Do you live in Newington? Okay.
Oh!
Okie dokie. So that's Bree. Is she actually going to shoot at the one in front of Covington?
If she can see it, yeah.
She can, but all
But
she
she
can
shall-
see.
But she shall shoot for all she is worth.
Righty ho.
Give me your character sheet, little dwarf. What's she got? A short bow, isn't it?
She has. That hits.
And it's a D8. No, D6 plus
D6.
3, you were saying.
Yes.
Du-du-du.
Oh, you've got the character sheet up, mate. Yeah, D6 plus 3 on everything. Okie dokie.
I didn't want to roll a D20.
Yeah, where
I was
did
going to say
20
that's a
come from?
stunning roll for a D6 plus 3.
3. Plus 3, 6.
So 6.
I'm confused as to quite how many dice got rolled there and why, because I see 3 d6s and a d20 in total.
Did you? Oh, I have no idea then.
Yeah, I'm just taking the bottom one, to be honest. He
Yeah.
clearly had a bit of a spasm while rolling.
I would say take
Yeah.
the first one.
What's the
The
extra
first
point of damage?
d6. Is that 4 there? Surely that would
Yes.
be the actual damage roll.
No,
So
because it's
4
not
plus
including
3
the
is
plus
7.
3.
So
Yes.
7 points.
I've assigned the extra point.
Right.
Right. It's still there. So, and on to the zombs. So that's the hunter's marked one.
Hey, hey, we're the zombies.
So he is going to attempt to climb up the water wheel, which is going to require a strength athletics test for a zombie. This may not work. Okay, the zombie is going to pull at the water wheel and it's going to creakingly start rotating as he
The zombie
attempts to
starts
climb
the
it like a
smelter
ladder.
going.
Yeah.
Thing is though, he's just going to keep pulling a new ladder down, a new lat
Yes.
down. He'll grab that, pull another one down,
Yeah.
just be doing that.
Yep.
I think these aren't
Hilarious.
actually something that has come about since the fall of the mine. I think this is what powered it. I don't think they actually ever had any water. They just had zombies turning the wheel.
Yeah.
Don't kill them all. This is a source of cheap labour. Just keep them at arm's length and take their teeth out so they can't bite you.
Okay, I've seen Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah. If Nick Frost can learn how to play video games as a zombie, anything's possible.
I think that was a skill he already had.
Ah.
Quarantine!
Yes!
So, a zombie is one short step ahead of you.
And swing.
Don't worry about the 15-foot channel that's in the darkness that you can't see.
Do you know what? Thinking about it, I'll just wait here.
Okay, you're holding your action until you get attacked.
Yes, until I can actually see something come towards me.
Okay.
Because otherwise, would I be just taking a swing in the dark and then risk falling into the pit?
You're right at the edge of the normal torchlight. You'd probably be fine.
I'll think, given the way you just said that, I'll wait, thanks.
Grace and the Thunder Tree.
Holding a torch, so as I move forward,
Okay.
the light will move forward with me.
Yep.
This zombie that was in front of Corentin, did Bree already shoot that?
Bree did. Bree's done a fair amount of damage to it.
In that case, I will endeavour to finish it off.
Okay.
Nazarus, roll me a d20.
I rolled 20.
Cough!
Nat 20.
-6. Roll it.
So, that is going to be a d8 damage for the sword, plus a d8 damage for the critical, plus a d8 damage for Colossus Slayer. But it's not Hunter's Marked, so just the 3d8 plus 5. I don't get the
my
extra
God.
d6.
Oh, this
It's a
thing is
pity
dead.
that Rangers are so wussy and they needed to be retconned.
Yeah, shocking. Shocking.
Yeah.
Yeah,
not
because
banging
otherwise
that
I might
one.
have done more than 24 points of damage.
Have you cut its head open? Or did your
I
arrow
think
suddenly
I cut
turn
its head
into...
off.
I think your arrow was going so fast it suddenly became a high explosive projectile and blew its
Well, this-
cranium open.
This wasn't an arrow. I stepped in and attacked with a sword.
Oh, in that case, you've cleaved it.
Definitely cleaved it.
With that blow, I expect it to go flying through the air and land in one of the buckets on the water wheel.
If only Rangers weren't so wussy.
Gavin.
Can we have a gong for every time that's banged?
Right.
Uh,
Holy fuck, it'll do.
I love my D&D games. These are funny.
So, that zombie is sent off to hide in the
Splat.
reserve pile.
Next.
Next. Okay, so Corentin's lost his action because the zombie's no longer going to attack him. And Grace
'Cause it's not
is
there.
the last in the round. So, initiative, please.
Initiative.
Oh, look at that. I've got an 18 initiative,
Yay.
and it hasn't moved across to a turn order. Why is that?
I don't know. Hang on. Don't worry about it. So, Bree and Adric, please. It's more like it for there. And Bree.
Sorry, did you need me to roll for Bree again?
Ideally, yeah.
Okay, give me a sec. Sorry.
Okay, it's alright. I'm rolling for a column of zombies.
I can roll it if you want, if you're busy.
I've got it. I've got him.
Getting all proprietary now.
Yeah, damn right.
Bloody
I got whatever that was.
It's a total of 20.
20.
Bree's
Bree
going
got 20.
first.
No, she's
So
not.
Bree can stand there and not shoot at things before anyone else.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's Covington. Right. So the flaming skull is going first.
On 23, it batters its head against a door.
Taking damage.
Point of damage, and he's unturned. Oh, dear me.
Yeah, that's another trick necromancers can use, of course. Just scatter caltrops behind your undead army.
Yes. It's a really good idea, actually.
What, scattering calfops, so as soon as they hit themselves...
So when they're
it's
turned,
like-
they step on the caltrops, take a point of damage, turn around and go back into the fray.
Yeah,
Yep.
it
for
works.
me. Right. So that's 23. Bree. Little Bree. You can now
Wobble, wobble.
see a turn zombie. And a zombie in the channel.
There's a zombie in the channel.
And you can
we're gonna
hear
do-
footsteps from the rest of the dark room.
That's not good.
So, unless anyone argues, Bree is going to draw a bead on this guy here and attempt to shoot him.
Fair
No.
enough. I'm a little concerned about the fact that I'm standing in between her and him, possibly. But actually, I don't think I actually am I? Because if I hit the guy over there...
10
and,
foot squares.
yeah, it's just that the positioning is a little vague.
Not really an issue anyway.
No, not with that roll.
No.
Oh, I haven't set myself to -6 yet. I should be on -6 now.
And the critical gives her 11 points of damage.
What critical?
What, on the flaming skull or on a zombie?
What flaming skull? You can't see a flaming skull anymore.
What critical?
Oh, that's the point.
She got a crit with her short bow.
Only if her short bow crits on a 17.
I think it does, actually. That was a d6 plus 3 on the... I rolled the d6. Okay, let's roll this manually. Yes, you're right. How peculiar. Oh, hello. Let's also go the right way.
If you want a d6, I can get Lazarus to roll you one.
No, it's alright. I don't trust Laz.
If you rolled a d6 and it came up with Lazarus saying, I rolled 20, you've got a lot of
Yeah,
explaining
actually, I do feel that just to prove that I'm not cheating, Lazarus, roll me a d20.
It came up 1.
Yeah, you see? That's more how they normally work. I'm quite glad I did
Sure,
that,
it's
because
just-
otherwise that would have been my next attack roll.
Another arrow then thunks into this zombie, not doing quite as much damage as she thought initially. And we gloss over what exactly happened there. So, Quentin,
Yes.
you have one zombie that's looking a bit panicky and trying to run away from Adric.
It's about to get chopped.
Okay.
In fact, it will be chopped. But I shall chop it.
Roll to hit.
Great axe.
That will hit.
15. Right,
They're
so
armor
that's
class 8.
not exactly hard going there. My damage is a d12 plus 4. Eight.
8 points damage and no longer turned. Whoa. Open out.
Is that his thing? He's whoa.
That first zombie did, by the way, fail its saving throw. When you killed it.
Oh, God,
Good
yeah,
eye.
I forgot they did that.
Undead Fortitude.
Yeah. Sods don't necessarily stay dead, do they?
They don't. Right.
What? They make a staving throw and come back?
Yep.
Ah, crap.
Okie dokie. So, that's Quarantine. So, that zombie there is going to attempt a climb out of the water wheel check. He actually makes it. The other one's holding it still for him, and he's getting pulled up the other side.
Does that mean my hunter's mark's coming back? Thank God for that.
Nope, the other one.
Oh, the other one. Damn.
It's a different one, sorry. There's actually 3 in the channel.
Should have known the one with my hunter's mark on it would stay firmly in the darkness where I
However,
can't see
it is now Grayson's go.
This will be interesting.
Okay. Under the circumstances, if I come over here, I reckon I can climb down into the channel without being attacked because the zombie's too far away.
You won't get an attack of opportunity against you,
Yeah, that's what I mean.
but I'm going to require a climb check, and it's going to be at disadvantage if you keep Talon out while you do it.
Yeah, that is tricky, isn't it?
Because I'm sorry, you're not climbing down a 15-foot drop.
Carrying a
With
long
a sword
sword,
in
no,
one hand.
Your point is extremely good there. Yeah, okay, I am going to climb one-handed with Talon, taking disadvantage. I will drop the torch down first, and then I
Okay.
will use my inspiration to climb normally.
Right, so you're dropping the torch.
I'm dropping the torch down into the channel so that it's
Yeah.
lit when I get down there.
Yep, that's fine.
Now, see, as I completely screw up. Yes! Natural one. That's me back on -7 again.
There he is. There's the boy we all know and love.
Oops, fumble.
So, that's at least D6 damage.
D6 points of damage, yeah.
I'm back on -7. So far, today, I have rolled 2 20s and 2 1s.
Right, 4 points of damage. Get this done.
Bloody
Right.
owl.
What was that? Bloody owl.
Corentin,
Yes.
you're in the dark.
Corentin isn't... I was not the only one with a torch. Who else had torches? We sort of spread them around. I'm
Adric
assuming
didn't.
Corentin's not holding one because he's using it an axe two-handed, but he did have one.
Bree's been using a bow.
Right, in that case, Corentin's action will be to set a lantern up.
Okay, when your next action rolls round, yes.
To
In the
rectify
meantime,
this.
however,
Yeah, I'm sorry, I would not have climbed down if I'd realised I was the only one holding a torch. It's not that
Okay.
dark, because if other people are not holding torches, they logically, again, must have dropped them back by the entrance to the corridor. So there must
Yes.
be light coming from that corridor.
yeah.
So,
What will happen then? Because I'd completely forgotten he was there, and I just rolled a 20, so he's deemed to have held his action. Okay,
that's a bit more like it.
Sproglet will grab a torch and do his whole Olympic thing.
What? Run round handing it to people?
More stand out of any kind of danger at all. Right. Because he doesn't like zombies. Zombies taste horrible.
And they keep trying to get up when you start carving into them.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, it makes it really awkward.
Yes. Okay, so that was Grayson's action. He's now in the trench with a slightly sprained ankle.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Normal
That
service
was-
has been resumed.
Yes,
Yes,
I
it
can't believe
has.
you fumbled that.
I
Actually,
can.
yes, I can. So he is going to leg it, which is as far as he can go, and he is going to come round, which is as far as he can come, because zombies have a pants speed.
It's not so much medium or whatever. It's just rated as.
It's 20 feet.
Well, that is pretty grim.
It's the same as, hobbits.
Same as, Adric.
Yeah. Adric and Bree. Right. Whoa, shit. Okay, well that makes it. So, Adric steps away and into the darkness.
Is it just had an alignment shift or something?
No, you hear a swish and a solid meaty thunk.
Oh yeah, because he can actually see what he's doing,
You can
can't
see
he?
in the dark, Canard Dwarf.
See in the dark. And he noticed the zombie that was sneaking up on you lot. Because he rolled a 16. Right. Oh dear, that's not right. Right. So that zombie is going to have a go at Grayson. Zombie in the channel.
Approach and make
Where's
the
the zombie?
attempt if you believe yourself to be sufficiently capable.
What is Grayson's armor class?
It is still a crappy 14.
Okay. It will indeed slam you then.
Ouch.
Blah.
You bastard.
Doing a d6 plus 1. Or 3 as it's also known. Right. So. Next is that one, which is up there. That's the Hunter's Marked one, and he's going to attempt to climb out of the. So, no, he isn't. He's going to come for Grayson. Why bother climbing when there's someone's just brought dinner to you?
Yep.
Turns round in zombie and asks who ordered takeout.
Your Hunter's Marked one ambles back into the circle of your torchlight,
There you are. I've been looking for you.
but can't get at you this round.
That's alright. I'll deal with that towards the end of the... Actually, no, I actually did okay on initiative this round. I've already been, haven't I?
Yeah.
I'll deal with that next round then.
So, initiatives, please. And while you roll initiatives, and if you could include Bree and Adric, that would be appreciated.
Yep, I'll
Going
do
to
brief
pop to
here.
the little girl's room. Back in a mo.
Right, let me select my character. Ooh, great initiative. Bree? Is it me, or does in Bree's portrait, does she look more than a little bit bug-eyed?
A little bit,
What?
yeah. Oops, I forgot to select Adric. So I'll have to put it in
Right.
manually.
Oh,
Adric got
I can tell I've
oopsie,
rolled for Bree then,
oopsie.
because she's doing really shit.
Oh, bugger, I forgot to record this again. Oh well, I had 1 week of remembering to actually record locally, so that's
Yeah,
probably all we can hope for.
yeah, indeed, it's good. Oh.
Dum-dum-dee.
Well, there's fun. Am I interested in changing my religion?
Are you? Okay.
The
Are you
gods will
interested
turn
in
up.
playing in a level 20 D&D 3.5 campaign being run split between the Grumpy Goblin and Traga?
Are you?
Yeah, that was much my reaction.
I think my gaming time may be allocated.
That has nothing to do with it. I've no interest in playing it at all in playing a campaign starting at level 20.
No,
What's the point?
Yeah.
I'm not entirely sure about playing with Trada.
Yeah, they may have improved now, we don't know. It's been years.
It's been a long time, yeah. Okay. So, initiatives.
Yeah,
Look at
we
the
have
scores on the
rolled
dwarves.
our initiatives.
You have. I just need to top off. Fish, you've got the rule book. While I'm rolling initiatives for the zombies, would you object to looking up the duration of turning?
It's a minute.
It's a
A
minute.
minute or until they take damage.
Okay. Not a minute per level.
Nope, just a minute.
Okay.
So
So it
10
is at the
rounds,
end of this
presumably.
round. Sorry?
So 10 rounds, presumably.
Mm.
I assume we're still on 6-second rounds.
We are, yes. So yes, you've got another 4 rounds. Really? Maybe now that's going to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, you do know that.
Pardon?
Oh, the music.
Dun,
Right.
dun, 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 dun,
Adric is
dun,
going
dun, dun,
first.
dun, dun, dun. Good lord.
I know, because I rolled rather well for Adric.
Yeah.
Didn't do very well for me, but I rolled rather well for Adric.
Adric is fighting something in the dark.
Because he's proper hard like that.
He is. So, if somebody would like to roll me his Warhammer,
Go for it, Gavin.
because it's gone so well so far.
Yeah. Adric's Warhammer. Ah, he doesn't have his Warhammer attack. Oh, yes, he does. There it is. I just looked straight past it. Bloody hell.
As I say,
+8 to hit.
yeah.
We're all redundant with Adric in the party, aren't we?
Yeah.
He's a one-man killing machine, isn't he? Or killing dwarf.
Is. So, 18. For some ungodly reason, it rolls with advantage. I'm taking the first roll. I keep forgetting to uncheck that.
That cannot be right.
Oh, it was.
There's no way he has +8 to hit. I make it +4.
Hang on.
He's got a +2 strength bod and 2 proficiency bonus. Where does he get the other +4 from?
Hang on. How on earth did he end up with +8?
Yeah, that's
Because he's listed as +4, and I
clearly
typed
not
+4.
not right. Hang on,
No.
I'll edit it on his character sheet.
Oh, all right then. I was just hitting the edit button and it went.
Yeah, there's a plus. I see why. Attack,
Yeah.
strength +4 proficient. That's taking strength and proficiency and an extra +4.
Yeah.
You put the +4 in there and also listed strength and proficiency. So there
That's
we go.
bizarre, because I did it right on everything else.
So his
Weird.
actual original attack was a 14.
Yep. Which is fine. So, here's... having just closed it.
So D8 plus 2 damage.
Yeah.
Lazarus, roll me a D8.
It came up 8.
There you go, 10 points.
10 points. Okay, that one is decidedly unhappy. Not that it's really thrilled, it's a zombie. Next is the Hunter's Marked one.
Presumably holding its
10
action
foot-
since it still
Well,
can't.
10-foot squares.
Oh, 10-foot squares, it can, yeah.
It will come in on Grayson.
I'm going to die before it gets to hit it. That's annoying.
You've been saying you're going to die for the last... How long have we been playing this?
In fairness, with my dice,
Yeah. How many hit points do you have?
not that many.
14. He could kill you in one go. He just natural 20.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Could he?
Told you, didn't I? I'm going to die.
However, strength only comes in once. 7 points.
Yeesh.
Sorry, 6 points. My apologies. It's not as good as I thought. It's only a d6 plus 1. So 2d6 plus 1. I rolled a 5. I rolled a total of 5 on the dice.
Oh, wow.
The 4 was okay. The 1 sucked.
So he couldn't actually have taken me out.
No, I misread that as a
Maximum
2.
roll would have put me to 1 point.
Yeah, well, you'd have been fine with that.
Yeah, it's all good.
Corentin.
Nothing to worry about.
Yes. Yes, yes.
Right. In the dimness of the edge of the torchlight from Spoglet, you can see an arm.
Oh, I'll swing the axe and try and cut it off.
You're going to move towards it, presumably, and then swing the axe.
Yeah,
Okay.
yes, that's what I mean.
Okie dokie.
Roll to hit. No, I've just rolled initiative.
Close. Oh, yeah, you have just rolled initiative, haven't you?
Yeah.
That's more
That's
like
rather
it.
more like it.
Yes. Roll damage.
Roll damage. Ten.
I love how it never occurred to anybody to run away from these guys.
We're hard. We'll do. That's why.
But they're running away from us.
Right. That zombie up there is going to end up in the channel.
Oh, great, because I need more down here.
Yeah. Well, sorry.
The advantage that I do have is that any zombie that attacks me in the channel, by definition, is already wounded, and therefore I get the extra d8 damage against it.
Yes, that's true.
There is madness in my method.
Okay. Talking of madness, hello Grayson. The guy
Yeah.
with the hunter's mark is one of the two facing you.
Yeah, that really doesn't matter, though, because I'm cure woundsing myself.
Sensible man. Which doesn't trigger an attack of opportunity anymore.
Nope, not in this edition. Is it a d8 for cure wounds? Or...
Yes. Hang on. D8 plus spellcasting ability, isn't it?
So d8 plus 1. Lazarus, roll me a d8.
I got
Yeah.
5.
So I get 6 points back.
That's not bad. That's basically what you just took, so you're not completely scuppered.
My elite, save your incompetent servant and possibly keep him alive for a little bit longer.
I'd like to see the woods again.
What,
really
once
do.
before
I
I
don't
die?
want to die in an hole.
Yeah.
I want to die in a forest if I'm going to die. If you could
I
arrange
am
that,
a-
that'd be nice.
I am a mole and I live in a bloody Patronus mole. Right. So I've really got the hump over that. Okay.
I love that Chibi-chan gift though.
Yes. Chibi-chan, chibi. Right, it's Bree's go.
Can Bree get a bead on the hunted mark thing that's closing in on Grayson?
She can, but might hit Grayson.
Well, let's go for it.
Okay, if she shifts there, then she's not going to hit Grayson.
And short bow.
Right. Well, that's point, yeah.
Oh god.
Oops.
So she's hit Grayson
Oops.
then.
Not necessarily. There's another
Sure.
zombie in the
Oops.
same 10-foot
Hello.
square, and then Grayson next to her. Odds it's
And
it's
she
Grayson.
drops to 2 on the critical counter.
Oh, odds it's Grayson, evens it's a zombie. 6 evens it's a zombie. So she missed the one she was aiming at, and she got the other one behind him.
And she's
Right,
never going to
so
admit
D6. No.
No,
Played
trick shot.
4 and got, mate.
Yeah, yeah, trick shot.
For 5 points of damage.
Okay.
Played 4 and got.
Yeah. So I had to shift him out of the way. Just I was having layering trouble with my zombies. Lord. Right, so that is the one on Adric. Is missing completely. I can't see this flaming skull as anything other than like a moth battering itself gently against the wall. You know, it's up against. It's like up against a lampshade. It's doink, doink,
Yeah.
doink.
It's moving into the light, is it?
Yup. So, I'm just hoping I haven't done anything drastic by having it open the door. Hey ho. Right, I'm going to retcon that because I just fucked up.
What are you retconning? Oh dear, GM.
I'm retconning a cock up I've just made.
Fair enough.
Not a problem. Right. So. That will make it. That one's go. And unfortunately, it's not a 10-foot square he's in, so all he can do is queue up to get at Grayson, to get at Adric. Queuing.
Are they doing like the zombie equivalent of taking a number at a meat counter?
It is.
I
It's
think
because
they
it
are,
comes
yeah.
down to like a 5-foot corridor at that point because it's a natural wall. So, although the rest of you are fighting in 10-foot squares, this thing's fighting in a cupboard, basically. So he can't come in next to his mate. Right.
Thank heavens
and
for small Murphys.
The non-hunters marked one on Grayson. Who rolls a 3. And that one, who's just climbed out of the pit, is headed over towards Adric, but has to join the queue. So, initiatives, please. 3 rounds until the turn ends.
Okay.
19?
Yeah, which that was a roll for Grayson. It's just I forgot to change the thing, so it said Adric. Where is Adric? There's Adric.
Up at the top.
No,
Yep.
where's Adric? As in, I can't actually
is he?
roll and add him to the turn counter
sorry.
unless I can see his token. But
That's
I
okay.
can see his hit point bar.
Yeah. I keep forgetting, sorry. Covington.
Yeah.
What'd you get? 15, both times. Nice try.
No, I did re-roll it
Why did you re-roll it?
before I re-rolled Breeze.
That first initiative, that first 15 is Covington. The second one is Bree.
Oh, okay.
You can tell because if you look, the second one has a +3 initiative bonus, which Covington does
As
not.
opposed to the -1 that Corentin is stuck with.
Yeah. That's weird. I have a feeling that we might be about to lose connection to Roll20
Why do you say that?
because it's not letting me update my beasties. Oh, right, okay, I had. It just went very floopy. It wasn't updating the initiatives. Really? From a 3 to an awesome 4. And from a 4 to a 2. At least he's on a 10. That's at least vaguely respectable. Right, so first is Grayson, who
Right,
has 2
okay.
zombies in front of him. One of them Hunter's marked, both wounded.
Yep, Hunter's Mark zombie. Definitely Hunter's Mark zombie.
Okay. That sounds like a whiskey, the Hunter's mark.
Real die. So this is going to fail.
Not necessarily.
That's a 15
Okay, that will hit and then some.
for a total of
Because you've got the Colossus Slayer, haven't you?
17 points of damage.
Bloody hell.
That's pretty much what I would have said.
Hunter's Mark and Colossus Slayer.
So it's got to make a DC 19, I believe. Hang on, possibly harder than that.
What, is this for it to come back to life?
Yeah. So it's got to
Fake.
make a DC 23 con save.
Yeah, so if anybody's playing a Ranger at home, remember that the combination of Colossus Slayer and Hunter's Mark with the dueling fighting style and a +1 sword does massive, massive damage.
And is not bad. Right, so we get that one out of the way.
As a bonus action, I'll shift my Hunter's Mark to the next guy along.
Okay, I had a feeling you would.
Have at thee, you undead bastards.
We are surrounded by armed bastards.
Where's
Oh,
that
yeah.
from?
Life on Mars, I think. No, Ashes to Ashes.
Yeah, I was
First one.
going to say.
Yeah, it's the first one.
Because there's that classic line of where they do the Trumpton one, Life on Mars. What's that? Is it DI Hunt again?
Yeah. Right. Next is the guy in that channel up there who is coming for Grayson very slowly.
They're coming to get you,
Grayson's like, hurry up, I haven't got all
Grayson.
day.
They're coming and they'll be here soon.
I hate you. Right, Bree.
What's he singing?
Fresh from her success on shooting that guy who's
I
now
was
Hunter's
singing
marked.
They're Coming to Get You, Grayson, as opposed to They're Coming to Get You, Barbara, which is a No More Kings song, inspired obviously by Dawn of the Dead?
Yeah. No, Night of the Living Dead.
Night of the Living Dead, of course, yeah.
Right, so it's Bree's go.
3 I've just done because I got bored.
Sorry.
That's all right. And because that thing was on 2 hit points, and frankly, I just decided that it was worth a go.
So you
it
wanted
needs-
shot of it.
Yes. DC 7 con chair save. Let's see. That's a critical fumble. So who are you shifting your hunter's mark to?
Oh, she killed the next one.
She has.
Can I see another one down here?
You can see nothing down here, but you can see the one that's up on the edge fighting Corentin.
I'll shift it
You
to
can
that
see
then.
his back. Okay. Okay. I hate you. Bloody song on the brain now. Right. Corentin.
Yes. Now, Sproglet. I'll shout to Sproglet and tell him to come up closer behind me so we get more light.
Yeah, Spoglet actually was doing that anyway because I just realised he was being a chimp.
No, he's being a goblin.
Yeah.
Close, but not quite the same.
Close enough. Right. You can now see this zombie with a glowing target on his chest. He may have joined Captain America.
Oh, is he on Team Cap?
The only way
Well, I'll move forward and engage said zombie.
Okay, you'll get engaged to the zombie. I'm having a corpse bride moment.
Yep. We're going to have a
Really?
very nice and happy life together.
Roll it.
Right, where's my mouse?
Back in a
Come
second.
here. But, why have I just rolled initiative again?
I don't know.
I know, it's because I keep hitting my mouse as I'm pulling it down.
Ah, yeah, that would do it.
21 with the great axe.
Yay. That will hit. So, roll damage. Probably finish this guy off.
Oh, I rolled a d20 by accident, sorry.
That's okay. I didn't think you did it
4,
deliberately.
10.
It tells me what dice you're rolling, for God's sake.
Yeah, sorry, well, no, it's just being polite, isn't it?
Right, okay, so that's a DC 15 check. At which he rolls a 7, so that one is indeed deadificated.
Corentin's like getting a bit carried away and shouting, and there's more where that came from.
Yes, there are. Okay, Grayson, you cannot see any further zombies. He's gone. Pardon me.
Yes, he is gone and he has not come back yet, has he?
Oh,
Oh, Grayson, where art thou?
yes, there is a man. Not 20. Whee! Right. Okay, moving on. I can at least give the zombies something to do.
Run away!
Run away. That one's going there. Basically, Adric's got zombies backing up on him.
Backing up.
Yes.
Are
They're
they
just
making-
building up. They're stuck.
Are they just making peep peep noises at him as they
Yeah.
do so?
Okay, Adric's taking damage. So Adric just got clobbered.
Does he call out or anything?
No, it's more of a
No, because like, I don't think we're aware that he's engaged in combat at the moment.
Well, you've been hearing meaty thumps and noises from
I
that
think the
corner
sounds
for
of
a
combat
while.
are probably fairly obvious, yeah.
Right, that thing is going another 40 feet. And that one can't do anything. And Adric's go. Somebody want to roll for Adric?
I thought Fishy was doing the honours. Is he back yet?
I can do that.
I hope so, 'cause he's there.
Oh, I can't see him. My VC is shite.
I was just having a hang on a minute moment.
Okay, so that's a 12.
So yeah, that will hit. Yep.
Which is... Lazarus, roll me a d8. Lazarus, roll me a d8.
I rolled 3.
5 points then.
Okay. So, saving throw of 10. Rolls a 9.
Haha.
So that one
Another
is
one
deaded.
bites the dust.
Does.
Dum, 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 dum.
I've got this cliff which I'll have to
So we
remember is not
must
actually stocked with zombies.
Be running out of zombies
So
by now.
he gets to use his held action and come in and attack Adric.
Do you think there's an advertising campaign, Wave Echo Cave, for all your undead needs?
Yeah.
I think there probably is, yeah. I
which
think Wave
fails to
Echo
hit
Cave
Adric.
is actually a mall, and we have just entered Zombie World, or Zombies Are Us, maybe,
Yeah.
within Wave Echo Cave.
Welcome to Zombieland.
Come on down to Pirate World. No, wait, hang on.
New Zombie World opened at Wave Echo Cave.
Yes.
Free zombie with every ghoul.
Ah! Righty hody. Let me just check I haven't got any more redundant zombies in the turn order.
If you've got to give them all 90 gold pieces as a payment if you have redundant
Yeah.
zombies.
It depends how long they've been undead.
I was going to say, aren't they on some sort of work out place project so that, you know, their employer finds them somewhere to go?
Yeah. Okay, initiatives, please.
Right. Grayson will have...
A massive
Once again,
9.
I rolled it with the name Adric Manslayer, but it was actually
don't
Grayson.
worry about it.
And for Adric...
Whoops, that's D20. Okay.
Okay, well, Adric gets his quick
A
counter
plus on
0,
his- yeah,
because he wasn't -1.
fair enough. So, Corentin.
Yes.
And since I can...
Natural 20.
Who got that?
Adric.
Adric.
Well done, Ad.
I'm supposed to be able to get Lazarus to do that, but he hasn't responded to it once so far.
He's out of practice.
Natural 20. See? Nothing.
Nothing.
He's getting proper arsey, is that computer, isn't he?
He is, yeah.
Getting?
At least he's rolling the dice, though, and he's not doing too bad.
Yes.
Rolling, so
He's
I think I'll
not.
keep using Lazarus to roll the dice.
Right, so, Corentin and Bree.
Right.
Is that Corentin's roll, or has he not rolled yet?
That's his initiative.
Okay, and Bree?
Hang on, I'm just having kittens. Which is quite a hard thing to do because I'm the wrong species. There you go. Whatever that was.
That was a 7. No, it wasn't. Yes, it was a 7.
Any advances?
Okay.
So that's the second round in a row. He's rolled exactly the same initiative for 2 different characters with 2 different initiative bonuses.
Quite impressive.
Yeah.
Okay. Adric is going first then.
So, does he want to roll to hit then? Shall I roll to hit for Adric?
Yeah. Yes, if you could. I'll stop being quite such a cow with the lighting.
At 21, I think that might do it.
Just a bit.
Lazarus, roll me a d8. Alright then, I'll just roll a d8. 6
Okay.
points.
Okay. I'll be on select move instead of reveal. So that's the first damage that one's taken. This is the last round of turn, by the way.
Yeah, and then the flaming skull thing will be coming back. That's nice. That's okay though, because I'm down a hole, so...
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure that'll help.
I'm alone down a hole. I'm not sure quite what to do about getting out of the hole, to be honest. I wasn't thinking that
Right.
far ahead when I came down.
The one next to Adric fails to hit him. It is Grayson's go. You can hear shuffling ahead of you.
Ah, so there's another one
And
down here.
There is, and I'm assuming since you're back on the sword, you've picked up your torch again.
I will pick up my... Well, I hadn't picked it up yet because I was too busy slicing down zombies, but I will now pick up my
Yep.
torch and move forward to the corner here.
Okay, which will give you better illumination. Oi, polygon reveal, thank you. Stop me being
Think
quite
I've-
so stingy with the lighting.
If reading it strictly, I think I've now lost my hunter's mark, though, essentially.
Yeah, because you couldn't
Because
move it
I
to
had no
anything
target
else.
to shift to when the last one went to 0, and according
Yeah.
to the spell description, that's the only time I can shift it.
Sorry,
Yeah, it's just...
there was nobody else you could see.
It's although actually in the past we haven't done it that way. Because the spell lasts an hour.
Oh, in which case,
So you
yes.
have to be able to retarget under other circumstances, don't
Yeah.
you? So yeah.
It's
no,
either
that's-
that or you're in a
I
hell
think
of a long battle.
while I've got a target, I can only shift it when it hits 0. But if I haven't got a
Yeah.
target, I can just target. any point
Okay,
during the
you
hour.
can move forward to that corner,
Yeah.
that bend.
Can I see? I can't see a zombie yet.
You can't see anything, you can hear footsteps.
Okay. How far can I move forward without having to take a dash?
You can move forward.
Don't know
to
whether you're
about
going to penalise me some for picking up the torch, or whether that will be a free
there.
action.
No, it's a quick action. You can scoop it and
Okay.
go.
So in that case, I'll move forward to there, and then if I
Okay.
will hold a slice at anything that comes at me, basically.
That gives you an extra 10 feet,
Yeah.
which will reveal that.
Ah, in that case, I'll
There is a
bonus
zombie
action.
up here.
I will Hunter's Mark
Hunter's
and
Mark
then
him.
hold a slice against it if it comes at me.
Okie dokie. Hello, cat.
Yeah, if I hadn't seen
Too
it
early.
at that point, I'd have lost the Hunter's Mark, of course.
Yeah.
Not for this round, at least, because I couldn't use a bonus action with held.
Right. So he has
They're
a
not
held
very
action.
early. They're only 15 minutes early, because we started late.
It's not too bad. I'm experimenting with... There we go. I'm
Right,
experimenting
now I need
with
to
some of the
shift
logos.
view
Indicate you've got a
again,
held
however.
action.
Ah, yes, nice idea. I like that. That
Right.
works.
And the last time... Right. Coventin.
Go and do.
Mhm.
Right, you have the smelter to your left.
Yeah.
You have Bree to your right, you have Grayson down the channel ahead of you, and behind you you can hear Adric having a fight, but you can't get in on it because of the way the cavern wall comes round.
'Cause there's
I'll
Adam
yell
away.
to Adric to make sure he's okay.
There's
And-
two of them, comes the answer.
Is that a yes or a no?
You understand what he says back, and you're reasonably sure you can't do that without, some form of engine grease.
Well, if you want
Oh,
to
you
back
think-
out, I'll get it with you. Grayson, don't wander off.
I think there's two of them, my lord. Is dwarf for I'm having a whale of a time, thank you.
We haven't been this happy since Grandad caught his beard in the
mangle.
Yeah.
in the mango.
Right. So does that mean Corentin's holding an action?
Well, Corrigan's going to try and get a grasp of the situation and sort of like say to Grayson, "Don't wander off. Stay where you are. Keep
I
us
can see
together."
another one coming, my lord. I'm ready
Well,
for it.
fine. Yeah, that's cool. And I'll go down and see if I can help Adric out.
Okay. So what about here?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. From there you can see he is engaged with the zombie, but as I said, it comes down to narrow for you to get him.
If you pick Bree up, she can fire over his head.
If I pick Bree up, I can throw her over his head.
Well, yeah, there's that
That's as
too.
good a way to die as any.
What is the delivered damage of a hurled halfling?
Stout or Heavertoes?
Yeah, you call Bree stout and see how long you last. Right, Bree's go.
Well, she's certainly not a tall fellow.
Bree is going to attempt to nip past Corentin and climb on top of the smelter. This is Bree attempting
to climb.
roll.
Climb!
Somebody
Does she
want to
get-
roll that disaster area of
I'll-
the character.
You've been
I
rolling
will
Bree,
roll for
so-
Bree. Here we go, guys. Are you ready? Are you trembling with anticipation?
Yes.
Hang on,
that's-
hang on,
Okay,
I'll
do
give
we
you a
need
drum
a
roll.
Rocky Horror counter?
Yeah. Is it athletics?
Yeah. Bloody hell!
Blimey, she made it!
I think that's a first, isn't it?
Yes!
No, it's not, because she's also made it when I had control of her last time, when she
Yes.
climbed up the rock slide to start peppering the doodahs with arrows.
So yes, she basically boings up on top. Which is all of her move. And will attempt a point-blank shot on the zombie.
Right, shall I take her shot?
If you could. That will hit.
And it's a D6
Pretty easy to hit
plus
then,
3.
these zombies.
Armor class 8.
Bloody hell, they are easy to hit, aren't they?
These are not running zombies.
For
These are
6
just
points
bloody
of damage.
Okay. They're bleeding hard to keep dead. These guys have failed all their saving throws quite badly. Although the one that needed a saving throw of 23 was perhaps taking the mickey.
Yeah, slightly.
So,
Stay
zombie. So that held action. From
Right, yeah,
Grayson.
that held action. I will be attacking a zombie.
Roll it.
Real dice again.
It is wounded.
That is a total of 22. Rolled a
That will
17.
hit.
Okay, so that's a 7 on that first die. It's wounded and hunter's marked, so that's an additional 8 there. So that's 20 points.
Jesus Christ.
I will refrain
On
from
the
saying
bike.
once again that it's a good job that they have retconned hunters.
Unless he gets a natural
Redcon
20, it's
Rangers.
not making. It is not making the saving throw. It didn't get a natural 20.
Combination of Hunter's Mark and Colossus Slayer is just awesome.
Is awesome, yeah. Colossus Slayer, just wow. Dead.
I think people are underestimating it because you have to. That thing has to be wounded before it will do anything.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Right, and the last one is going to attempt to climb the smelter. And is going to fail miserably. Right, so initiatives, please. The turn effect is over.
Yes, it's. Oops. So
Does that mean we have to get ready for the second wave?
It means that a big flying
Oh.
skull.
I see. That's why I did that by accident. I've accidentally closed Grayson's character sheet. So let's actually pop that back out.
Right, let's see if I've just rolled Bree. Let's see if I can do my usual trick.
Yes!
No!
No! Sorry, that was taking a moment.
At some point, I really ought to make some rolls as Grayson rather than Adric.
Yeah.
But at least it adds it to the right turn, because that purely
So,
shows...
V's on 15, Covington's on 1.
Yeah, I've broken my my lucky charm.
Okay. Now, I don't want to worry you lot.
Mm.
And I know you've had a rough day.
Yeah.
But if you'd like to direct your attention to the initiative order.
Ah, crap. Oi, you, Mr. Flaming Skull, you can just fudge right off.
You can do one.
Just out of interest, on Hunter's Mark, the phrasing is actually that when it hits 0, you can use a bonus action on a subsequent turn of yours. So basically,
Oh, okay.
you
So,
can...
yeah.
It's not an immediate trigger. It's not a reaction. It's just that it takes
Yeah.
a bonus action, and you can't move
Okay,
it
that's
until
cool.
the thing's dead. So we have been
That
doing
is
it.
fine.
Right.
Yeah. It's always a relief. He no longer has a held action. Okay. Right, so Grayson.
Okay, Grayson is going to... If he can't hear any more shuffling down here...
Make
is-
me a perception check.
Right, Grayson is going to make a perception check. Which comes in at 11.
Okay. You can't hear any more
Right,
shuffling, no.
he is going to sheath talon, pull
Okay.
a rope out of his backpack, and attempt
Prepare.
to toss it over the axle of the water wheel, so that it
He's
loops
gonna
down
kickstart
and he
it.
can hold on to both halves and climb up.
Yeah.
Without the water wheel turning every time he tries to use it to climb with.
Okie dokie.
'Cause he's
That's
not as
all he's
stupid as
doing.
the zombies. So that's going to be his whole
No.
round, basically.
Yeah. However, that negates largely his need for an athletics check, so basically.
Or at least makes it a
Nah.
really simple athletics check.
I
Well,
wouldn't
like
worry too
difficulty
much.
5 or something.
Yeah. Don't fumble, basically.
Lazarus, roll me a d20.
I rolled 14.
That wasn't a
Not a
fumble.
problem. Okay, so that gives you that. Right. So we are on that one, which
Yes.
can't really do a lot. Is going to hold his action. And then we're on Debris, who is going to do another point blank shot at the zombie next to Adric. If anybody would care to roll for her.
I shall do the honours.
Okie dokie.
Okay.
So, short bow again.
Mm-hmm. That will do it.
That will, won't it?
Holy cow, she did really well there.
Yeah.
When you actually get her doing stuff, she's lethal.
She's actually pretty good, yeah.
And she's not operating to her best capability, because she's not using the sneak attack bonus at any point at
No.
the moment.
No,
Or her
but
ability
she-
to strike and fade,
Disengage.
which rogues do
No.
fantastically.
At the
in this edition.
moment, she's
She
on-
has no need.
No, at the moment
No.
she's got an elevated position. And to be honest with you, is just using that as a sniper post.
Yes, makes sense.
That's what I thought.
Can she actually use sneak attack damage with a bow? We haven't actually bothered to
I'm
check.
not sure. No.
Because if she can, then these qualify, because of course it's triggered by
God.
an ally being within 5 feet of
Yeah.
the target. I'll look it up, you carry on.
Okay. So, Adric is going to... Whoops, okay. Somebody else... Actually, I'll roll for Adric. What the hell? Is going to hit... it's going to be 8 points of damage, the one in front of him, which is going to trigger a saving throw, which is going to be failed, and he's dead.
Deady dead.
And the one there with the held action will shuffle into view and have a go.
You know what?
What?
Deal extra
Don't tell me you can.
damage to one creature you hit with an attack if you have advantage on the attack roll. You don't need advantage on the attack roll if another enemy of the target is within 5 feet of it. As phrased, there's no reason why she can't be sneak attacking with her bow. So both of those hits that she's made should have been for an extra 2d6 damage each.
Yeah. So the one she was shooting at is dead anyway.
But she just shot this new one, didn't she?
She did. No, sorry, she didn't. This one's only just come into play because he had a held action.
Oh yeah, while I was reading, you did that. Okay, gotcha.
Okay, but for future ref.
But yeah, she is hell on toast, basically.
Yeah. That one's dead. So, initiatives. Oh no, Corentin's go. Sorry, I forgot all about Corentin.
Corentin's allowed to go right at the end.
Yeah.
Well, there's not a lot for Corentin to do, is there?
Yeah.
Apart from ask Bree if she's alright.
I'm cool. It's all good. It's high up here.
Did she say she was getting high up there?
You'll never know.
Yeah, I've always wondered what halflings smoked.
Tobacco. According to Tolkien.
Yeah, common misconception, that one.
Yes.
I actually rolled initiatives with the right character names attached to them this time around.
Yay.
Miracle.
Are we back to initiative then?
We are.
Yeah, nobody
Go
had
for
a
it,
worse
Corentin.
initiative than your one.
No, they top out at 1.
I've done better. I've got a 5.
Okay.
That is better. But it
Let
didn't.
me
Oh,
just-
it has now.
It's just not good enough, is it?
Bree?
I'm just getting to there now.
Okay.
It's all right. I keep forgetting to. I keep trying to make sure that I'm attaching her token first. So.
Yeah. Okay. So, Grayson of Thundertree goes first.
Now, I would have thought that my move from this turn will have been spent climbing up, because I can't see me being able to loop
Yeah.
the rope round and climb up in 1 6-second combat.
If you have any other action, however, you wish to achieve that doesn't involve you
So-
moving anywhere, then have at. Downing a potion, for example, I'd let you get away with.
that would involve my. Oh, I have a healing potion according to this. Do
You
I
do.
though? Is this?
You do.
In that case, I'm going to down a healing potion. Yeah, that'll be 2d4, won't it?
Roll it.
Is it 2d4 plus something or just 2d4?
2-4.
Gosh. Well, I'll take the 4 points, and if it's got a plus anything, I'll add it on afterwards. I'll look it up. Cross that healing potion off my
Okay.
equipment list.
Yeah. Since it doesn't affect anybody else, I'll let you look that up. I'm not being lazy, it's just I'm trying to manage this. Okay, Adric is up against the last zombie.
It's 2d4 plus 2, so I'm on 20.
Oh, nice. As opposed to the last
back,
shark.
Back to almost what I started on in
Okay.
this fight.
I'll roll for Adric.
Sorry. should have
Okay,
been
that's
me.
right. Isn't it? No, that's right. I've done it. That's my fault. So you can get Laz to roll D8 though if you want.
Lazarus, roll me a d8. Lazarus, roll me a d8.
I got 2.
Gosh.
Gosh. On the other hand, this thing's now damaged. Right. 3. Who, yes, now gets the sneak attack.
And what's this? With the bow again, by any chance?
Yours.
Makes sense, yeah.
Okay.
Well, can you imagine her voluntarily getting up close and personal with something smelly?
No.
No.
Right, come here, Bree. Short bow. Hit.
Nope.
Oh, good lord.
She actually missed. It is almost impossible to
Okay.
miss zombies. Actually, it's
she
at point
managed
blank
it.
range. Does that get a bonus?
Not that I'm aware of.
I
Let's
think
have
it
a look.
does.
Not unless you choose to give her initiative. Why did I say initiative?
Advantage.
Advantage for being shooting down at it from above.
Please
Oh,
state
thank you, Dark
speed and
Insanities,
cost.
for hosting this stream with one viewer.
Yay.
And for anybody interested, I will be playing Stellaris multiplayer later on this evening with Dark Insanities on
Nah.
at least his channel and possibly my own Hint Fishy channel as well, depending on whether I stream it or just play.
Fair enough. I won't ask you if you mind running the multiplayer server for Empyrean then.
I can do that. I don't need the laptop for anything else, so...
Might nick the hovercraft and go home.
yeah, feel free.
Or go mining, more likely.
No, there isn't anything such as a short range. There's the minimum range and then the maximum.
She missed.
It just comes down to whether you decide she has advantage from her position. And that's
Yeah.
as far as
Yeah.
it goes.
I suppose, yeah, elevated position. It's reasonable to me.
You could argue that shooting
Give her
down
another
from
go
up
then?
here is-
Yeah.
Righty ho. I've only got one monitor, so the time it's taken is actually me shifting between character sheets.
Ah. Yes, I've only got one monitor, but it's a bit bigger than yours. Okay.
Oh, that's a
Just
hit
shut up
then.
about monitors.
Yeah. Shut up about monitors.
I'll just shut
was
up
that-
about monitors.
Yes, you do that little thing.
Yeah, I won't mention my 3.
Okay,
Right.
roll another
roll-
2d6. 9. 13 points in total.
That's not adding any pluses in.
No, that's in total 13 points. I've added the 3.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so that thing has just gone from being largely undamaged, minorly scratched,
So
to
having an arrow sticking out of the top of its head.
Yeah. Okay, Captain Flamey. Going to make his move.
Captain
And-
Flamey.
Yes, and then it's Covington's go to do the pom-pom thing, because...
Covington's go to- The what thing?
Pom-poms.
Rah rah! That what you mean? Yes.
Yeah. Unless you want to try and heroically hurdle the smelter.
No, that's quite
That,
alright.
that narrow bit there.
I've
where the
seen-
bellows-
I've seen my decks. Thank you very much.
Ah, okay. We'll stick him on held
Yeah,
action
but it would be
then,
done on
shall
strength
we?
because it's an athletics check, surely.
Yes, it would.
Oh, in that case, yeah, I'll give that a go because I've got like 18 strength.
Okay, you can vault the bellows.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
Athletics check.
Tag along, roll it.
I do think, though, that heroically hurdling the smelter isn't... what's the word I'm looking for? Alliterative enough.
50.
You should be heroically hurdling the hot thing.
Yes. He's heroically hurdling the heated hopper.
Yes, that could be it.
The heated
Okay,
hopper.
that will do it. So yes, you can vault over there and land on the other side.
He heroically hurdles the
And-
heated hopper, hurling himself high when doing so.
Spogler isn't climbing over, but he is basically in the middle of the room with the torch. Right. Initiatives. We got one zombie left, and that's all, and it's totally safe apart from that.
Totally safe, apart
Yeah,
from
it's
that.
totally safe. There
Yeah.
definitely isn't a flaming skull of any kind coming back to kill us. That certainly
Oh,
wouldn't
nice
happen.
initiative. Right, back to initiatives.
Let's get an initiative for Edric.
Right, now select my token.
You up in
And-
Grayson's crit counter?
Yeah, that was a natural 20. And
Well
Lazarus
done,
is
man.
still ignoring me.
Yeah, I think you had a Lazarus at the front of that.
I just think Lazarus is just... I don't think he believes it when I say it's a natural 20. I think he thinks I'm lying.
What, did he
Lazarus,
mean it
natural
or not?
20.
Oh, I don't know.
No.
Nah.
Lazarus, natural 20. No, I think it's because I've got the wild card in there and that's throwing it. I may have to just take
Yeah,
the wild
could
card
well
out. I was hoping it might pick up on it in sentences, but no.
Okay, everybody rolled. So, Grayson is oddly enough going first.
Okay, it wasn't that at all. I figured out what it was. It's because I'm... somewhere down the line, I've accidentally swapped voice attack back to the base profile and not the fantasy tabletop profile. So
Well, that would be it then,
he
yes.
won't recognise a natural 20 unless it's on the right profile. Right, Grayson
However,
of
it's
Thunder Tree can't see anything to fight.
No. There's a fight happening beyond the smelter.
Under the circumstances, then, I will dash back over here and
Okay.
retrieve my bow.
Fair enough. 3.
Fire support would be nice.
Okay. Talking of which, it's Breeze go.
It's,
Do you
so
really want to
what's
use
she
the
gonna
term
do?
fire support when you're standing that close to a smelter?
Summer breeze makes me feel fine. Sorry.
Right, so Bree's gonna move up, and what can she see beyond there? Like zombies and shit?
Nothing.
Since I've already been, I'm just going to go feed the cats.
Okay.
Alright.
What Bree can see from the top of the smelter is pretty much what you can see on the map. She can see a zombie
Where is it?
next to Adric, where it's been for
Ah.
the last 3 times she's been shooting at it.
Oh, right, sorry. I thought you meant in front of Corentin.
Ah, no.
Right, well, Corentin is gonna move forward. Or it's gonna
Breeze,
wait.
Especially since it's Breeze go, not Corentin's.
Yeah, sorry. I'm getting carried away.
That's alright.
This probably means that Corentin's going to be the only person in front of the flaming skull and the only person without a magical weapon.
Maybe. Yeah. Possibly.
Great deal. Oh, for crying out loud. No, I've got these little pots with various basing materials for figures, and one of them's just exploded.
Okay, I tell you what, I'll roll for Bree, you sort that out.
No, it's alright, it's not everywhere, it's just I've got to figure out how I'm going to get it out of the tray now.
Okay.
Why have you exploded, you silly arsehole?
Okay. That's 11
Sorted.
points of damage she's just done, so...
End off.
Yep, failed its saving throw. So, can of spam time for that zombie. So, combat round ends.
I refuse to fire off the victory sting because I know damn well that glowy thing's coming back.
Yeah, there
Unless
is no
you really
victory.
want me to fire off the victory sting because there's going to be a delay. You're the GM, your
no,
choice. Do I run the victory music or not?
Oh.
If you wanted
Apparently
to run the
someone's
victory...
just killed Gary.
Yeah, I was
No,
just thinking
so,
that. He just had basing material explode and then his camera's gone wonky. Right, okay, however,
I'm
people
back.
can retrieve torches and such, so yes, if you want to put the victory thing up.
We'll pretend
I
that
keep
we've
thinking
actually
we ought to
finished
be
this
yelling,
fight.
huzzah!
Yes, you can yell it if you like. I'm not necessarily going to give you any bonuses for it.
Should we yell some other troop
No,
type
I'm
instead?
just going to go, huzzah.
Right.
Or perhaps the name of a different pub in Westgate?
Yeah.
Ouch. Right, what you going to do?
What, when they come for you? I'm not sure.
Yeah.
What's that?
Let
Adric,
us regroup.
what happened to that flaming skull thing?
That flaming skull thing?
Yeah, I have my bow ready because I'm expecting it to come flying back into the room any minute and I want to be able to take a shot at
Yeah.
it if it does.
Yeah.
Okay. So, make a decision, guys. What you up to? You've got a limited
we-
amount of time to redeploy. What you doing?
did we see where it went? We know pretty much that it went out of this corridor here,
the corridor that way. Yeah.
This way.
I'm going to move up to there and aim down the corridor then.
Okay.
Basically, with a held action, if I see a flaming skull, to shoot at it.
Okay, I take it you're dumping your torch on the floor again.
I'll take it from him, actually.
Okay, yeah,
Okay.
that's fair enough. I was going to place it on top of the bellows in front of me, but that'll do. I'll hand it to Corrington.
Because then Corrington can, like, either chuck it or drop it. And
Right.
we can do that from there.
Let's give you a bit more because of Spoglet and what have you. Backing up the light. You can see that the corridor has a T-junction.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Do we
I take
chase
it
after
Adric
it, my
can-
lord, or wait for it to come back to us?
Hang on a moment. I take it Adric can see from the light source that where he is, he can squeeze up and join us.
Yes, he can go either way, actually. It's open either side now.
That's easiest for him. Right.
Okay.
Do you wanna? If I move forward with the light, do you wanna have a quick scout? Somebody like
Right,
Bree.
so if I clamber over the bellows, then.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to make a roll if you're doing it.
Right.
out of combat.
Okay.
You're not Bree.
If Grayson goes first and I'm right behind him, will he get the effects of the light? He will, won't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, it won't be perfect, but it'll work.
Yeah, I'll go there then.
Okay.
Okay,
Oh
I will.
no, sorry. Grayson should go first and I'll follow him up.
Yeah. I will creep forward, bow in hand, to that T-junction, hoping that there's a light source coming behind me.
Yes, it is. It's coming right
Right.
behind you.
Do you want to put him there?
Yep.
Right, okay. I'll give you the priorities. There is a door.
Yeah.
In front of there. And looking down the other junction, which leads back into the big cavern, there is a giant glowing skull heading towards you at a rate of knots, and that's where I'm calling it for this week.
Okay.
You move
might
back.
want to take the turn symbol off that giant glowing skull, because it's no longer turned.
Yes, good point.
And you might want to place that alarm symbol all over our characters.
It's flying down the corridor towards you, making a noise.
Oh, it's jet propelled then.
There's the flames and everything, you know. It's clearly a hot rod.
Yeah. It's also a punk, judging by the
Yeah.
green flames.
I know it was a shorter session because of Windows Fun and Games.
No, we've
Strikes me
done
as-
bits.
This is going to be a significant fight, and I'd rather do that next week.
Fair
Yeah.
enough.
Yeah, fair dues.
Okay?
I must remember that I have Hunter's Mark still running.
If you want it as a bonus action right now, you know, while wetting yourself.
Can I do that now?
Well, you were scouting and cautious, so yeah.
Okay, in that case, yeah, I will bonus action to Hunter's Mark that thing. That makes life easier, because if you put the Hunter's Mark symbol on it, I will know that I've got Hunter's Mark there.
Yeah, this is it. You don't have to remember. It was going to be about the first thing you did anyway.
Okie dokie.
Right.
So, thank you for that, Runt.
That's okay.
Yes, thank you as always,
I
Linda.
apologise for the delay.
No, that's
Shit
cool.
Yeah,
happens.
it's not your fault, it's Microsoft Windows.
Yeah.
An hour really should have been enough time for any updates to run before you needed to come online. It was ridiculous that it took
Yeah.
over 2 hours to update. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot to do.
So, as I said earlier, I will be back on my own Twitch TV Hint Fishy channel later on to play Stellaris multiplayer. That's about 8 o'clock.
Cool.
Drut, have you got any streams
I have no
planned?
streaming plans for this evening. I will be back on playing Deus Ex Mankind Divided, hopefully tomorrow evening, for a little more. And aside from that, Wars Thursday.
Yes, and I'll be around for that.
Yeah, all three of us will be playing on Twitch TV Night Bites to play Wars on Thursday. So that'll be
Yes,
cool.
you have psychometry. Gavin can see mines, and I
Yeah.
can see electricity.
We've been
Yeah.
screwed in the powers department then.
Well, I'm fine if I need to rewire your cows, but
I still think
Yeah.
that there's an unfair bias in favour of Rangester, if you ask me. I mean, healing and super speed.
yes.
I'm sorry, that's a bit good.
Yeah, she's actually blackmailing Nightbites.
Yeah, I reckon she
Or
is.
supplying him with cake, I'm not sure which.
That could be it.
It's strange
Actually, yeah.
packages from Germany.
Oh, is that where Ness is, in Germany?
Yeah.
Hope so, that's where she claims to be.
You've been
Well,
gaming
who
with a
knows?
complete liar for months.
I've played with worse.
Yeah.
Okay, so thank you
Right.
to anybody who is in
Thank you for
chat
that.
who watched this. Apologies that it wasn't the smoothest of streams, but we're just getting back into this. Do hit
Yep.
follow if you enjoyed what you saw, and we will be back to play this again next week.
Yes, indeed. We'll all be here. I'm not doing any streaming. I'll just tell everybody that, if they're left out otherwise.
Okay,
What I am doing is painting a shed load of German miniatures, but there you go.
fair enough. So,
If you could stream
end
that,
it.
that as a creative stream.